been saying any of this on the stream at all. I had it muted, so let's do that one more time. If you want to watch this,
cast silence.
Twitch.tv/Vagabonds D&D, I think. I don't know. I think that's what it is. It's Vagabonds D&D. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to do any of this. I'm learning, okay? But
You're doing great.
we're missing one of our players tonight. He's not going to be here, and another player is not here yet. Speaking of... Yeah, hey, there's the other player. Okay, so, yeah, I don't own the art, so if you own it and don't want me to use it, tell me. And if you own the music and don't want me to use it, tell me. Or I'll give you credit, because I don't remember where I got all this stuff. But anyway, with that, we're going to start some freaking music. I found another one that's like Lonesome West for modern day.
Oh, you were playing that yesterday.
Lonesome Northwest.
Yeah, it's just highway. Okay, now let's make sure that this is actually going. And not playing on both of my tabs. Because that's not good. Okay. Alright. So, I think that's everything I needed to set up for this craziness, this insanity. Except I didn't switch it back to the chat. Okay. Sorry, everyone. Players included. That's mainly who I'm talking to, because nobody's watching.
Someone's always watching. Freaking Corzin Fatedraw in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm watching that.
All right,
Those
so
Vagabond stands about to leak this.
last time on the Vagabonds, last we left off, the Vagabonds had been savagely attacked at night by what appeared to be their comrade, Fang. But as the vicious dagger pierced through Xeraeus' neck, placing him on the edge of death, Fang's shape shifted and burned away, revealing the tiger-like figure and backwards hands of the Rakshasa Corzin Fatedraw. Waking to the gurgling, desperate, and potentially final cry of Xeraeus, Kanan leapt into action, following Corzin through the portal he had created at the edge of the room, and shouting for Harriet to tend to Xeraeus' fatal wound. The portal quickly snapped shut behind her and separated her from the party completely. After stabilizing Xeraeus, the remaining members of the Vagabonds discussed what they should or even could do, and settled on seeking out the human war mage Balthazar in the morning, giving Xeraeus a chance to recover somewhat from a brush with death. In the morning, the party arose early with Xeraeus still lagging behind as an effect of coming so close to death, and Varus ventured on ahead to see that his sister had made it out of the city and away from the subtle but corrupting influence of the champion Nas Min safely. Upon arrival, Varus found her apartment hastily emptied, a lone handcrafted image of Nas Min on the mantel being the only real object left behind. Varus blasted the object and turned back to rejoin the party, a glimmer of hope entering his heart at the thought that his sister made it out safely. The party reconnected outside of Balthazar's forum, where, on entering, they found a pristinely dressed Balthazar standing in neat clothing in the midst of a perfectly organized forum. He addressed them with a chilly demeanor. The party first surrendered Lashana's body, Varus' cousin, to be sent down the river Styx in the way of the ancient heroes. After giving them time to grieve, Balthazar inquired about the party's new favor, and upon learning that they had been attacked by Corzin and Kanan had gone after them, Balthazar used an old drawing Varus made for Kanan to carve a peephole into that plane, a plane that he identified as Cipher. Balthazar informed the group that the condition for his assistance would be acquisition of a few items, and that, unless they collected these items, they would be stranded in Cipher permanently. If they did somehow find a way back, without collecting the items, Balthazar would consider them enemies. The party agreed to the terms, and Balthazar led them down to the underground temple where the planes connect, and guided them beyond his new fleshy guardians, beyond the rows of corpses from the fight you all engaged in the night before, and led everyone to the strange and alien transportation circle. As Balthazar conducted the ritual to send the party to Cipher, each of you individually felt yourselves being pulled through time, at once old and young, children and seniors, dying and being birthed before snapping back into yourselves long enough to see the horrifying flesh guardians Balthazar made spring into action against yet more assailants from the Order of the Fifth, and, with curling wisps of yellow energy at his feet, Balthazar concluded the ritual and leapt into action, sending the party hurtling through space. Stars, nebulas, and galaxies soared past, and time seemed to lose all meaning before you felt a horrifying and unknown approaching presence reaching out with skeletal hand, before finding yourselves in a bizarre alleyway, surrounded by the tall glass and steel buildings of a city you learned was named Seattle. Exploring some of the city, The party found a record shop where the two shopkeepers, Dante and Randall, gave a rather hazy explanation of some of the surrounding area and the world they lived in, complimenting the party regularly on how accurate their apparent costumes were to the comic book and movie series The Vagabonds. The party also discovered there 2 of the 3 items on Balthazar's list, but lacked the cash needed to purchase them. Venturing out from the store, the party used some of their magical abilities to seek out Kanan, and even found her in the midst of a homeless camp with one Paul McGranite. Eventually, the party inquired with Paul about getting their hands on a pistol, which he said he could provide, one of the other items Balthazar was asked them to get. Given a week's time, Paul said that he could. The party decided instead to seek out Jode's Guns, a store referred to them by the reefer-smoking store owners of the record store Sonic Boom. Venturing out, the party was beset upon by a group of human teenagers, all wearing Vagabonds merchandise, who asked for pictures and autographs, much to the party's confusion. Also while exploring, the party learned that this realm had been severed from much of the magical essence critical to life on the other planes, and that even nature itself felt flat, and dull, and empty. Their physical recovery was dramatically slowed and their magical recovery non-existent. Eventually, the party made their way to Jode's Guns, where, after some haggling, they acquired the final item on Balthazar's list, as well as some additional ammunition for Harriet's pistol. Returning to the homeless camp that night, the party spoke with Paul and each other and learned that there was an event that they believed Corzin would be attending the next day. A strange event called Comic-Con. Settling in for a restless night, the party wisely chose to keep watch over themselves and their belongings. And that is where we left off. Allow me to move us to the scene here. Once I figure out where it is. There we go. Okay, looks like everything loaded properly for me. So, Vagabonds. You awake to a bleak and gray sky overhead, blocked in parts by the comparatively large bridge that winds and weaves overhead. You aren't quite sure of the specific time, as since you've been here, you have yet to see the sun. Small, almost misty drops of rain still fall in an endless deluge of water from the shapeless clouds. And taking a look around, you make a perception check.
Alrighty.
What to my
Oh, I be perceiving
Wow.
everything.
The end, both ends of the spectrum here. All
I
right.
mean, oh my word. What a way to start.
She's just distracted by the lack of green.
I was just about to say, yeah, and Ira is just devastated by the lack of life in
Evergreen
nature
state.
here.
Ooh.
But, Kanan especially, you notice first that although you feel rested, that your rest was hindered somewhat, and that while your senses are refreshed, your body still feels some of the fatigue from the day before, and those of you with magical abilities feel those magical abilities strained and worn. Varus, who is not here, I don't know why I wrote a bunch of stuff directed at him. I'll say it anyway, because I wrote
He's always
it.
on the mind.
Varus has yet to feel the familiar presence of Fetch chasing after your heels, and Zarius, you feel the conspicuous absence of a Pollux, and the chilly morning air cuts through more than your clothing, though within that absence, you sense a glimmer of hope. You all notice, once again, the small sprawl of strangely textured tents and large piles of trash and junk heaped up around the camp that you've taken refuge in, as well as a small number of dirty humans stumbling about aimlessly, some of them talking to themselves, others simply staring at nothing, though most of them have turned into sleep for the day ahead. You also notice that Paul is still sitting in his chair in the same clothing that you, Kanan, saw him in when you first arrived, pipe still curling smoke up and away from his hand. Overnight, each of you, aside from Zarius, took a watch and had a close encounter with one of these humans, though unlike any of the other humans you've seen or interacted with, these ones seemed nearly possessed or beholden to some unseen force. Still, seeing you awake and ready to defend yourselves, they passed by harmlessly. One thing does stand out to you, Kanan. You immediately notice a few people walking along the sidewalk across the street from you, wearing clothing suspiciously familiar to yours and your companions, though they are carrying umbrellas to keep the rain off of them. In fact, while these humans are dressed to look like you, the resemblance is remarkable, and if you didn't know better, you'd think that that was your friends walking across the street. So, Vagabonds, what would you like to do?
Man, I thought I was homesick in Renovash.
Yeah.
Oh, is today the big day of Comic-Con?
Yeah, do you guys see those people over there? Awfully
It's
dressed like us.
rather strange, isn't it?
It's
Do you
actually
think-
really good.
Do you think
Yeah.
they're all like bards or something, or dressing up like us?
They could be doing like a what's that? You know, Varus does that. Well, I could do that thing. I just never do it. Where you?
I mean, we've had
It's
fans
like-
before, but this is just weird.
It does seem strange that they're, I don't know, that everyone seems to know about us.
I mean, there are those posters for the Movi, however
Right.
you said it.
No, I think it was movie, right?
Movie.
Moo, yeah.
Why is there
Like
only
a
one
like a
O
cow
if it's
bear.
moo?
Yes.
That's the least strange thing that's going on here.
Oh,
Like out of
So
everything.
maybe they're just dressing up like other. Maybe they think we're fictional.
Well, there's
Yeah.
that costume contest, right?
If anything, this is going to
Oh.
work out.
are they trying to dress like us, like the people on the poster?
I mean, remember those? Was it the record shop? I think where they said we could enter that costume contest with our looks. I mean, maybe that's what they're doing.
I mean, that might be our best in.
Can you imagine if we lost?
I mean,
I mean, you know,
I
if
don't care
someone's
if we
better at
lose.
looking
I just
like
want to
me,
find Corzin.
Maybe winning is the way we get to Corzin, though.
Like
I feel
a,
like he probably already knows we're here.
Yeah, what is the reward?
Yeah.
Death by Rakshasa?
I feel like they
Why?
probably wouldn't put that on the poster, but it's a
I feel like-
possibility.
I don't think they would subject humans to that.
Do you think Corzin Fatedraw
Corzin-
wouldn't subject some
Yeah.
random humans to that?
He does
Corzin
that all the
doesn't know
time.
what worth.
That's his whole
I don't
know,
business.
but that's why
you don't know him.
Brain.
He would. Short story, he would.
Yeah. I guess to be fair, Naira hasn't had many interactions with him, so...
Oh.
Wait, what
Sorry,
if someone's
Inara, I forget
dressing
about
up?
All
What if someone's dressing up as Corzin and we think it's him?
Ew, that's a
Oh.
good point.
that. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't just go around killing every Corzin we see.
What does he look like in the films?
Well,
Look the same?
Kanan will just pull out the paper and be like, I think he looks like this. I'm assuming there's a Corzin on the paper?
Yeah, so you pull out the poster, and again, it's a beautiful rendition on this kind of glossy, strange paper of you all and a few of your friends kind of in the background, you know, posed, no one looking at the camera, or looking towards the audience viewing it. But what you do notice is that it's kind of staged against the rest of the party is this figure of Corzin, and it looks like Corzin that you remember. It's kind of a strange, like, it's like an exaggerated bit of his human form. So obviously he's more handsome and more muscular than you remember him being in his human form. But you see down by one of his arms, it's started to like kind of peel away in that smoky fashion that he does, and you see the backwards hand of the tiger paw.
So they know he's a Rakshasa.
I don't know, you know, haven't watched these movies. But I'm trying to remember now. Isn't there supposed to be a showing the new one?
yeah, some kind of like teasing or something is what they said, right?
Yeah, I think they said it was
I don't
at
know.
the Comic-Con.
Well,
I guess we could follow those people who are dressed like us, see where they go.
Yeah,
Do you think he'd be so bold as to make a move on us there?
I mean,
don't
I
know.
wouldn't put it past him.
everyone could think it's part of an act or something.
Part of the
Little-
movie.
Should we start heading? Are we walking?
Might as well.
I don't see horses.
What?
All right. Zarius, by the way, I forgot to mention, if you didn't already, please take off a point of exhaustion.
Yeah, I'm down to 1.
Nice. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Ooh, that
Just
con
making
crunch.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. As you all begin to prepare yourselves for the day ahead, kind of gather your belongings and begin to set out following that group, you all nearly simultaneously feel your stomachs ache and rumble with hunger. It seems that where ordinarily you can go a day or two without eating very regularly, thanks to the magic that kind of sustains the other realms, this one has been rough. You feel like you need to eat or you're going to pass out.
Oh my. Does anyone else feel, I don't know, less sustained in a way? We could grab some of that McDonald's Paul showed me. Of course, I don't know where to find that. I just know there's like this yellow arch thing.
I'm sure one of the humans knows, and if we look like we're dressed for something, they might not be too off-put.
Right.
Yeah, we could always ask. I'm starved.
Well, and
There might be food at this event too.
Yeah, there might. I don't know if
What
I
do I-
can wait until we get there, though. Oh, and
What do I have?
You have some of that cash stuff, right?
I do have monies, yes.
Right. Do you think we could trade some of that for some food?
I assume so. If we traded it for the angry cow juice and
What?
Angry
the
cow
juice.
circular record.
Oh,
Cow
the
juice.
red,
Oh,
the red.
Oh.
Red Bull,
Red
Red Bull.
Bull.
That's what it is.
Yes, yes.
The angry cow juice.
I mean, it could be. I personally have no idea how they make it. Maybe
Do
they
you think-
get cows really pissed and then juice them.
Oh my word.
look
The
at
cows
you know-
piss and then they juice.
What
Look
happens
and see
to
if
a
there's
good
someone
cup
near
of tea?
us.
Yeah, Paul's sitting
That
right by
man,
you.
Balthazar,
Oh, I thought we were walking
doesn't even
out.
have
No,
tea
you
in
just
his
noticed
room.
there's people across the street. Paul is still. You guys are all still in the camp. You saw the people crossing the
Yeah.
street. Paul is still sitting outside in the same chair.
Oh, well, and that, if we're not
Yeah.
headed out, I'll just walk over to Paul. Be like, hey, Paul, I was wondering if we could get more food. I don't know.
Hey,
We
Kane.
can pay for it. I just don't know where to get it.
Yeah. I can send Jerry or one of the others over. Yeah. You guys just want the same thing as before?
Yeah, how much is it?
How much you got?
I don't know how much. We have some monies, but I don't know how much.
Tell you what, throw me $50 and we'll call it a day.
Hey, Anira?
Kind of holding. I won't take out the whole wad, but like at least like a bit of it.
Okay.
I'm just kind of looking. It's like, do you? I only have multiples of 20.
Okay. He just goes and kind of picks through the bills and grabs some. He says, "Thanks a lot. I appreciate that." Yeah, I'll give you
Okay.
some. Give me 20, 30 minutes.
All right.
And you hear him yell, "Hey, Jerry!" And Jerry scurries through the tents. Yeah. Hey, yeah. What do you need, Paul? Yeah. Go and get us some McDonald's. One for each of them. Oh, okay, yeah. And he runs off.
Wonder if they have tea at that McDonald's.
I'd assume so. What kind of place doesn't have tea?
I don't know. Maybe they have. I don't know.
You might want to ask Jerry to get you some tea. That's.
I don't know if I trust their tea. I think I'll wait.
Might be a
Con
good
has
idea.
tea.
About 20 or so minutes passes, and Jerry returns with holding these large paper bags, one for each of you and one for Paul. He drops him off, and Paul kind of shoos him away. And he says, "Well, dig in. Enjoy."
Well, thank you.
All right. Is everybody
What
eating?
did you say this was?
Oh, that's, we call that a number one.
Oh, so it's like the best?
Sure.
All right.
Oh, well, that's nice.
And
Yes.
you all have a drink, too. As you see, Jerry also set down a drink caddy. It's like a cardboard container
yeah.
with all these drinks in it. So feel free to grab whatever. I think most of them are sweet tea, a couple of sodas, so take your pick.
Xeris will just reach forward and grab a random one.
All right.
Take a drink out of it.
It is the sweetest thing in the world. It's also very bubbly, which is a strange sensation.
Oh, this is. What did you say this was again?
Looks like Coke.
Coke. Interesting.
Yeah, that stuff will rot your teeth, though, so be careful.
Doesn't sound safe to eat.
Well,
It's not like acidic or anything, is it? I mean, it's bubbling. Is that normal?
I mean, yeah, it's normal. It's just a carbonated drink. You got Red Bulls. Those are the same thing.
Oh, we haven't tried any of those.
Really? Give it a shot. You'd love it.
We've heard
It's
they
not
explode.
like that soda, right?
It's not like that soda.
All right, I'll try some.
I just kind of like tea, and that's it, really.
We have 7 of the 5 we needed, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
And I don't guess you have water, do you?
Why? Well, I mean, it's raining, so, you know.
Yeah.
Most
Good
people
point.
don't want water, so. But if you're gonna try
Yeah.
one of those Red Bulls, I would wait to do it until you can burn off some energy, because they tend to make you a little hyperactive.
All right.
Sorry. People don't drink water here.
Well, they do, but
Do they not need it?
well, they definitely do. But this is mostly water.
I'm gonna take one of those teas you said, sweet
Sure.
teas.
Yeah. You taste it. It tastes horrible. It's just if you feel like you're just biting into a block of sugar.
This is great. Thank you so much. The image of a dragonborn drinking from a plastic rod.
McDonald's, yeah.
I just want to take a minute to hold
so
that
good.
image.
The whole time
Yeah.
you all are saying like,
she's
I don't
like,
think you do that to
she's
those
bit
humans.
the straw.
You know that
I like to
cat
imagine.
meme of the cat chomping on a tiny little burger?
Yeah.
That's what I think of with Kanan.
That's
I like
great.
to imagine, Harriet, you have to like put the entire straw in your mouth to get a drink.
Yeah. Your tongue like coiling
She's
around
like
the
trying
straw.
to, she's like,
Yeah.
Having flashbacks to
she's
his
like
acid bath.
straw. Oh, this is wonderful. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, for everybody that's eating, I assume you all are eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Lord.
Oh no, Jerry is so good at those.
Mickey D's is gonna hit us.
Hey,
Said a con save.
I'm wasting all my good rolls early.
Get him out of the way now.
Oh my
Come
god.
Corzin will be like 2,
Boris.
2, 3.
I'm not gonna roll for Boris. Okay. Well, unfortunately, Zarius, you just squeaked by, and Ira, you start to feel your stomach kind of grumble and toss and turn, and it's not gonna feel good later.
She's kind of like silently dry heaving like a cat would.
But you all have
Naira, are
eaten-
you...
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna ask, are you all right? It's kind of weird. Feeling okay? Oh dear.
What was in that?
I mean, Paul, what was in it?
It's just beef and bread and cheese. And it's like soaked in fat and oil.
I
It's
only
fast
eat
food.
vegetables.
You'll be all right.
As opposed to slow food.
Well, yeah, I mean, like traditional dining, where you sit down and they have a waiter come and talk to you about what you want to eat, and then you order off of a big menu, and then they leave and they come back. The whole restaurant thing.
Oh. Well, I guess fast food makes sense. We are trying to get somewhere, so the pasta
Better.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'll stick to slow food. I think Anira should too.
Yep, noted.
Oh dear.
Oh, poor Naira.
She's a vegetarian.
So good.
Well,
Oh no. So are we off to this Comic-Con then?
off to
I think
con
so.
then? Yeah.
Okay. So, you all begin your journey to this strange event known as Comic-Con, and as you do, who's leading the way?
Kanan, because Paul
Kanan.
told her.
Paul told her where it's at. All right. Make a survival check with advantage, because he told you where it's at and you scouted it out the day before. Nice. All right. You make your way through the city, carefully navigating the streets to avoid being hit by those gigantic metal wagon-like things. And as you do so, you notice that you're getting some strange looks from the humans you see throughout the city, though not quite the same as when you first arrived. Before, the looks were mainly surprise and disgust, and everyone seemed convinced that you were all simply wearing costumes. But now, the looks are of admiration and wonder. You've caught several groups of people staring and commenting to one another about how realistic and amazing you all look. And many within those groups make frequent note of the incredibly real-looking movement and skin/scales/fur of Kanan and Harriet. As you're traveling the streets, two of you make perception checks.
I gotcha.
What do my tiefling eyes hear?
Right.
Nothing.
Oh.
That's you know what?
That's fair.
Fine. It checks out. It checks out. Persuasion,
Weird
perception.
ways.
I'm dyslexic.
Oh my god.
All right, as you're traveling the streets, you notice that even in spite of the constant downpour, the concentration of humans making their way to this Comic-Con has increased the closer you've gotten. You also notice that several of the large streets are barricaded off with wooden sawhorses and sleek-looking versions of those metallic wagons that some of you have become intimately familiar with. Kanan and Vars, getting hit by them. Between the huge metal monsters and the barrier stand about 6 uniformed humans, all wearing dark blue clothing and each carrying a drawn club about a foot long, with additional weapons and tools hanging from their belts. Each of them is carrying one of the pistols on the list that Balthazar gave you as well, along with several magazines loaded with ammunition. This scene repeats itself on several of the side streets as you approach the Comic-Con, and beyond the barricades, each time is a large crowd of angry humans with various signs, clearly in protest of something, though the exact nature of their complaints eludes you. Every now and then as you pass by on the other side of the street from the barricades, you hear a chant of, "Cancel Scott Dorque!" Strangely, the name is somewhat familiar. So familiar, in fact, that Kanan, since you brought out the poster earlier, make an intelligence check. All right, good enough. Wasn't a hard DC. You could literally just look at the thing again, but your mind harkens back to the poster that you've picked up, and you notice something that you hadn't before. Along the top of the poster, roughly above each of your friends and enemies, you see another name. At first, the name seemed a little bit like gibberish, so they didn't immediately stand out to you, but that name, Scott Dorque, sits squarely above Corzin Fatedraw.
Wait. Guys, let's head into this. I think you heard the name Scott Dorque, right?
Is that what they were
Yeah.
saying?
Well, that's
Supposed to
whatever.
recognize it?
That's whatever they
Something about they
called
want
Corzin on this paper.
They want to cancel him.
Yeah.
Well, I can get behind that.
Yeah, let's.
We're in good company.
But also, do you think they're about to, I don't know, go to war or something? Do you see the
perhaps.
men in blue and with their guns and bats?
Seems like a little bit of an overreaction, but
I don't know. Well, I guess I think we should just be prepared in case anything breaks out.
Yeah, just stay ready. I wouldn't, entice them, but
Yeah, they look ready to charge there.
Okay.
well,
We've got some tricks up our sleeves that they probably don't have.
They don't seem to have sleeves.
they don't seem to be as capable as.
Don't seem to have sleeves.
All right. You pass by about 4 of these barricaded streets, and you finally make your way to what you assume to be the exterior of Comic-Con. As you approach, make a perception check.
Yes.
All of us or just a few?
Everybody can, that's fine.
Perception, not persuasion.
Not persuasion.
Not persuasion.
persuade
Like it
your
was.
eyes to open and see.
If I can use persuasion, I'd be
I'd be shit.
a +8 versus my +2.
Nice, okay. Zaris, are you still at disadvantage for ability checks?
Yeah, I got 1 point of
Oh, I
exhaustion.
forgot. Ouch, okay.
It's fine.
Alright.
It's fine.
I
This is
mean,
fine.
no one goes to con fully prepared.
That's
Exactly.
true.
He's just a little like, I'd say hungover, but he didn't do anything.
Oh, I miss this so much, you guys. I.
Yes.
Oh, this is a picture from the year of my first con.
All right, guys, find Harriet.
Find me. Find little
Alright.
Haley.
So the first thing that you notice is that the rain has finally stopped. It's finally done raining. The other thing you notice is that I have to get back to my note page.
Ooh, notes.
Surprising. Um,
Love me some notes.
Should I stream them?
okay. And that all of the... So you notice that the rain has stopped. Oh, sorry, I forgot to keep the crowd going. That's my bad. One funny thing about streaming this all from the same computer is that every time I start a new noise, it starts on both of my browsers. So it just starts in my ears. It just is duplicated, and it's infuriating. But okay,
On one browser.
huh?
On Roll20, well, we can look at it.
You can mute one of the brrousers,
Yeah,
like whichever one you're not streaming.
yeah. I just didn't do that because I am dumb. Because it changes. I can't mute it because it changes it for both my other account and this one at the same time. It's very strange. Anyway, okay. So you notice that the rain stopped, and that all of the umbrellas that you've seen people carrying have mysteriously vanished. A huge crowd of humans mills about in front of a building with large letters hanging outside that read, Washington State Convention Center. You see dozens of versions of yourselves and your friends walking around, greeting one another, and talking, all with varying degrees of likeness. Some of you could honestly mistake one of the Vagabonds, and others have done... let me actually read. Some you could honestly mistake for one of the Vagabonds, and others have done little more to disguise themselves than put on a shirt that says, I'm with Varus, and an arrow underneath pointing to the right. In addition to the copies of the Vagabonds, you see dozens of your friends, acquaintances, and enemies all mixing together in this incredibly social event. You also see many people, utterly unfamiliar to you, but dressed in fashion and colors that you instinctually recognize. In a way, this place feels like home, minus the gigantic steel and glass buildings and strangely rectangular devices everyone has. As you're taking in the people in front of the building, you also happen to notice a number of people apparently acting as officials of some kind, each wearing bright red shirts and lanyards around their necks. These officials stand nearby a serpentine pattern walkway that leads up to the front doors of the building, where two more of the red shirts stand and check some sort of ticket, while two of the armed and uniformed people that you saw guarding the barricades from earlier perform searches on everyone attempting to enter in. These searches are conducted...
Oh, guys, this is not going to be good.
Oh no.
These searches are conducted after the entrance passed through this strange hanging doorway that beeps and flashes either a red or a green light. Each time a red light shows, the person is searched and they are referred off to another group of uniformed security in red shirts. So what would you all like to do?
Wait, I thought we were headed towards the people protesting to hear more about, Corzin.
I thought we were leaving them alone.
Oh yeah, I thought,
Oh, sorry, I walked to find my dice.
oh,
Yeah, I can't find
sorry. I thought everybody was moving towards the building.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Lord.
Harriet, do you have that magic box?
Yes.
Is it metal?
I don't think that's the thing I'm worrying about that I have on me right now.
What's
Magic box. What
metal?
magic box?
The box that we put the other stuff in.
Matt? Does it look like they're taking things from people as they walk through?
Make a perception check.
Yes, I shall do that. Perception. Ah,
Oh.
I see nothing.
Can I as
I'm
well?
blind.
From here, you're just not quite there. Sorry, you missed the chance to kind of do that one. As you, Azarius, you kind of take a look around. You can't really make out what they're doing. It looks like only certain people are getting referred off of there. You're not quite sure what the conditions are on which they get sent over or what. You just know once the light turns red, they get sent over.
What? There's something strange about this doorway with the light on it. It's like sorting them.
Oh, should... What do you mean sorting them?
I mean, the green ones, when it's green, the people just walk through, but when it's red, they get pulled aside by these guards, whatever. I've never seen guards dressed in so little armor.
Huh.
And I guess we could just go up and see what happens.
I feel like it might be a better idea to maybe ask some of these people around.
What the...
Like
Doors are
sorting
for?
machine is, yeah. How they work.
Sure.
I don't know. I mean, or we could just try it. Maybe we'll be green. Who knows?
I mean, I am green.
Yeah.
Well, we can ask someone, and Kanan's gonna walk over to a random Harriet.
Okay.
Be like, hi, Harriet.
You gotta find the mom in the crowd.
You approach
Like a mom.
a Harriet who's about 1.5 feet shorter than the Harriet you know. But other than that, a remarkable likeness. You
not a
approach
true
and
polymorph.
tap this Harriet on the shoulder. And as they turn and look, you see a very strange sight. Human eyes set into the front of Harriet's face.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
Just like where the bridge of Harriet's nose kind of goes up over the back of her head. Just human eyes there.
Oh, wow. Hi, Harriet. I'm assuming you're Harriet?
Oh yeah. Whoa. Hey, that Kanan costume's great.
Thanks.
Wow. What'd you do for that fur effect?
It's not a costume. I was born with it.
That's the right attitude to have. You've got it. I bet you're gonna win this contest for sure. You entered, right?
I plan on it.
You haven't entered yet? You know they closed like sign-ups, right?
Oh, well, that's all right, as long as I get in. Not into the Washington State Convention Center.
Yeah, it's just right over there.
Yeah.
So you just come out to the con to hang out, or?
Yeah. I actually wanted to see if I could find Corzin Fatedraw.
Well, there's lots around here. And as you look around, you do see a ton of Corzins. Just hanging out, walking around of all different makes and
I
models.
hate that.
You also see them in his Rakshasa form.
Cersei's
I
hand
mean,
is on his
like
rapier.
The guy on the poster here, I forget his name.
Scott Dorkew.
Scott Dorkew.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're here for Q&A.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah. Well, you better go in. It starts
Oh yeah,
later today. I mean,
I
you
was
gotta...
wondering. I mean, what are those? The things hanging in the door. I just haven't seen it, and I was just wondering why they're separating people and how.
Like the metal detector?
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
So it just like finds metal?
Yeah, I mean... Well, look, you have that dagger on you, right? You can't bring that in unless you tag it.
Tag it.
Yeah, you've never been to a con?
No, this is my first one.
This is your first con, and that's how your costume looks? My goodness. You were gonna crush it here.
Thanks. So they'll tag it. I can still walk in though.
Well, I mean, unless that's a real dagger.
Oh.
Then they might confiscate it.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, you should be fine. Just go in, tell them it's a replica or something, and then they'll tag it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I like your eyes. They're very nice.
Thanks. It's the hard part in this con. You know, where do you put them, right?
Yeah.
Because I can't see out of the sides like that, but Harriet
Yeah.
can. So,
Okay. Well, bye.
and I'll see you later. Good luck.
Thanks.
Oh, this is gonna kill me.
Oh no.
Caden's just gonna walk back to the group. Be all like,
Oh.
so I guess it's some kind of magic that finds metal.
Some kind of magic.
I can locate metal spell.
Yeah, but like anyone who has metal, they take to the side. And if you have any like
Yeah.
daggers or like real daggers, I guess these people don't carry real daggers. I don't know what they're protecting themselves with, but
The ultimate man.
Kanan said open carry.
damn right she did. She's and then she's gonna be like, but I don't know. I guess we can throw all our metal in my box. I don't want it in there forever, though. In my wooden box.
I mean, does the box even work? I don't know about you, but my magic's been sketchy here, to say the least.
Well, all my stuff's
Well, we
in
put-
there, and she's gonna like reach into her bag and open the wooden box and be like, "See, it all still works."
Yeah, and you open the box, it's just an empty void in there. Just kind of a black space. There's nothing in there. As a side note, most of you are wearing metal armor. So,
Harriet's more worried
there?
about the fact she has an actual Glock and that she just purchased.
Does it
Doesn't
look
matter
like...
where metal?
They said that if you said it was like a replica, you could go by with it. So I don't think.
Do you think maybe it's like a safety thing?
Yeah.
Like they don't want... I mean, you know, like
Well,
enter certain important people's houses. They, like at Corzin's party, they took our
Yeah,
weapons.
I just don't think we can enter with. Yeah.
Right.
so how much can we store in that box of yours?
A lot.
I feel like armor's probably okay. Maybe.
I just want to make sure that this weapon that we got for Balthazar,
The box.
I just think it's a little powerful, and I'm not certain.
Yeah, we should
Pass
put
it
that
off.
in the box. Yeah.
You put
Should
that
we
in
maybe
the box.
find somewhere a little bit more secluded to, you know,
I don't know where that would be. There's so many people.
I
there are
think-
lots of people.
I mean, everyone looks the same. I can't imagine anyone just jumping into us. We can, I don't know, form a circle.
Form a little circle. Yeah, it's like a little
Not
barricade
suspicious.
here in the middle of... Sure,
Yeah.
why not?
Okay.
And then,
Well,
yeah, so we all just like make a circle, and
Okay.
Aiden's gonna put like her dagger. I mean, her quarterstaff has silver in it, but I don't think it's gonna do much. Yeah, I have. Do I have the gun and ammo? I have that put down on my list.
I think we already put it in the box.
I think, just as a side note, I think it would be unrealistic to expect to fit all of, like, Kane's dagger, the gun for Balthazar, Harriet's gun, and Varus and Xerius' swords inside that box.
Yeah,
Fit
absolutely.
those swords in that box.
So, and plus, the lady said when you talked to her that they just need to tag it.
Okay.
So, presumably, when you enter in, you will see, if they see a weapon that's not tagged, they might say or do something about it.
Okay.
You could reasonably deduce
Well,
that.
I'll keep my own thing. I just want to make sure that the stuff we got for Balthazar, if we lose that, we're dead.
yeah.
All right. Well,
Um,
let's put his stuff in here.
Good. Do you think we could get away with, like, taking someone else's tags?
But we don't. They might just give them to us. I mean,
Huh, we can try it.
we'll see. You know.
Yeah. Alright, well, should we go through these metal detectors then?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the poison out of my dagger
Okay,
and put it in the box.
Okay.
Along with the gun
okay.
and ammo.
Easy
And
enough.
I'm gonna wipe the dagger off.
Okay.
So I don't want anyone touching it and accidentally dying. I don't.
Oh, you,
You
read
bump
my
into someone
notes.
at the con.
Did I?
You're gonna die.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. All right. So you put the gun in there for Balthazar. You put the poison cartridge. You just easily eject that. Not a problem. And clean off the dagger. Put the poison cartridge in there. Which you notice is about a quarter of the way empty, by the way.
Mhm.
It's about a quarter of the way empty, by
Okay.
the way, since the last time you had it filled.
Okay.
So, anything else anyone wants to put in there? If not, it's okay. I just want to make sure that I'm not like rushing through. All right, going forward. So as you begin to approach the building, one of the red-shirted officials waves her arm at you and says, "Hey, wow, you all look great. You must be that team here for the costume contest from Atlanta." And she flips through a clipboard and says, "Baggage Claim, right?"
Yeah. Yeah, we've come to claim our baggage.
Yeah, love the name, by the way. I've got your passes right here, and she holds out 5 separate passes. It looks like the tickets that you saw other people carrying in up to the front. And she says, "We're stoked you could make it. Just make your way through security and follow the signs inside to go to the Q&A. That's where the contest will be."
Oh, of course.
Are you excited to meet the cast?
Yes, I'm excited to meet Storkdew.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool to see them and like to be able to ask a few questions at the Q&A, but you all are getting backstage passes after the public portion if you win. Isn't that rad?
Will you give me his
Oh, that
name
is
again? I
really
gotta
cool.
write it down.
Scott
I think it's
Dork.
Dork Q.
Scott Dork.
It's like Dairy Queen.
Scott Dairy Queen.
Dork Stew.
So isn't that rad? Aren't you excited?
Yeah, we'll get
Yeah.
to meet Scott
yeah.
Dorkew.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he's Corzin Fatedraw.
Yeah, he plays Corzin Fatedraw. Isn't it so cool?
Wait, he plays him?
Yeah.
So it's not Corzin.
Well, I mean, he's the character.
All right.
It's not like Corzin's real. He's a fictional guy.
Of course.
Anyway, I can't wait to see you win. Have a great con.
Thanks.
You too.
He was, well,
And the red-shirted woman turns and walks back to talk to some other people.
We're from Atlanta,
baggage claim. Yeah?
claiming our baggage.
Claiming
Right.
the bags claimed. Yes, okay.
And they're about to claim our bags and look through them.
That seems invasive.
Yeah, well, yeah.
All right.
I mean,
Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, you're heading up to security. What is the order that you were heading up? Because it's kind of a narrow serpentine pathway that goes through. You kind of have to go single file. So who's going first?
Kanan.
Kanan's going first?
Yeah.
All right. You make your way
Serious.
through. Zeros to go next? Okay. What is the rest? Harriet and Ira?
I'll go close to last.
Close to last? Okay. Well, you
I'm
can
like,
go
Harriet
last or
would kind of
first.
pay attention to wherever Anira wants to be, so
Okay.
because she knows Anira kind of likes to hide, so.
Okay. All right, perfect. And Varus is also here.
Varus can
That's
be
it.
Here too.
He's
Right.
just also
Next.
here.
He's probably right up next to Zarius, given the
Oh,
fan
yeah.
service,
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah,
Knowing
you know.
him.
All right, so you make your way up through the pathway, the serpentine pathway leading to the security checkpoint, and one of the uniformed security people holds his hand out, gesturing for you all to stop. Then, after a moment of pause, he points to Kanan and motions to walk through the weird doorway. Do you do so?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna be like, oh, I have a replica. I was told to register.
Okay. As you step through, the machine beeps and flashes a red light. The security person says, I see that you've got the dagger. You said it's a replica?
Yeah.
Okay, head over to the security booth over there. Do you have any other weapons that aren't already tagged?
I mean, I have my quarterstaff, but
Well, that's fine.
all right.
It's basically like a mop handle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so just head on over. You have to get those checked in. Wow, that looks really real. Nice job.
Thanks.
Okay, yeah, go and get those checked in. Anyway, yeah, you can get them tagged, or you can't take them in. So that's the way it's got to go.
All right.
All right, so head on over.
Can I wait for the rest of my group? I think a couple of them have some replica swords.
Oh, sure, yeah, that's fine.
All right,
Just if they're all with you, you all together.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, everybody come on through. And do you all walk through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it just beeps over and over as you all walk through with each one of you. And then he says, yeah, okay, yeah, you guys must be that group from Atlanta, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's
Head on
correct.
over, get to the security thing, and check in.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. All right, so you head on over across the front of the building. There's just a smaller booth there, and you see currently there's a group in there already. It's kind of like a cordoned off area. It's a small little square that's kind of just secured by like a stanchion and a little velvet rope. But as you approach, the security guard standing there says, excuse me, you all have weapons that need checked in?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and lay everything out on the table here, and we'll get it tagged, or we may have to hold it if it doesn't meet the standards.
All right.
And we just would get that at the end of the day, or?
Yeah, you'd have to come back and get it at the end of the day or whenever you leave.
All right. I'm gonna lay
Alright.
down the dagger and cast. Let me just double check this. Yeah, cast minor illusion to make it look like dull.
Okay.
Yeah, really dull.
Just like kind of like a fake.
Like a butter knife.
Okay. Okay. All right.
It was warble a dagger.
All right. What about the rest of you?
Sirius will go ahead and lay out his sword, his light crossbow, and all the bolts.
Unload.
Okay.
Lord Harriet.
All
Packing.
right. Sword, light crossbow. Varus will do sword.
Yeah.
Harriet and Ira.
Yeah, this is like that meme in every movie where they just keep pulling out weapons.
Yeah.
Like she starts with like a little dagger that she made with Kyrie,
Okay.
and then she like progressively gets bigger, like it's like a light crossbow, a heavy crossbow, her pistol.
Okay.
That's what she puts out.
Oh my gosh, did you unload it?
She hasn't loaded it since she doesn't have to keep it loaded.
Okay. Good to know.
Her ammunition is still. She practices good gun safety. She is a mother, motherly figure. She doesn't walk around with a loaded gun.
Okay. And Ira, did you have anything that you wanted to put on the table?
She really has is a quarterstaff, and that's fully wood.
Okay.
So she'll like take it off her back and hold it out, but it's like you said, a mop handle.
Yeah. Okay. As soon as Anira holds out the quarterstaff, the guy just kind of waves and says, "Yeah, you're good. You can go on and head in." To Anira.
I'll wait.
Okay. The rest of them, the guard kind of goes and he picks up Kane's dagger first and kind of looks at it, and he seems like a little unimpressed, but kind of like, yeah, okay, you got the right feel. He turns to you, Kanan, and says, "Is this it? That's all you got?"
Yeah.
Okay, here. Talk to that guy, and he'll give you a tag. Tell him I said it's fine.
Alrighty,
And he
thank you.
points over to one of the red-shirted guys who's got a whole basket full of these tags that you see on people's weapons.
Okay.
All right, you walk over. The guy just he starts sorting through the tags. Do you want to say anything to him, or he's just standing there like looking through his basket of stuff? So
Just be like, it's funny, tags. She has nothing to say. She just wants to get this over with.
okay, he doesn't. My point is he doesn't know that you are here to get one from him.
Oh, yeah, she's just gonna be like, oh, may I have a tag?
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. Here, just make sure that it's visible all the time on the handle. Because if they find you without it, they'll come and take it from you and kick you out.
Alright.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Here you go. And it's like an elastic band that would fit just around the handle, and it's just a bright red tag.
Okay, I'll wrap it around where the vial would go.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
so
good enough.
It stays on.
Yeah. All right. As the security guard passes over to, well, we're not going to do Varus because he's not here. Passes through to Xarius's weapons. Says, "Oh, you came pretty loaded out. That's nice. Does that crossbow work?"
I'm sure it could. I haven't used it recently.
Well, I mean, I can't let you go into a convention full of people with a working crossbow because that would kill someone if it went off. So I can hold on to it for you. We can tag it and put your name on it.
It's okay. I don't use it very often anyways.
Okay. All right. And he motions over to another guy who comes up and takes it. And he says, "Go ahead and put this in this locker and give this guy the tag when you're done." And he runs off. A few minutes later, he comes back and gives you a tag that has just a bunch of numbers written on it. And then he goes to the rapier, the widow's mite that you've got. And he looks at it at first, and you now notice it as well. The blade has lost a little bit of its luster. It seems like that normal band of gold or silver or platinum or whatever it was from the money that it had been stealing from you has vanished. And the weapon itself looks fairly dull and less vibrant than normal. And he picks it up and he says, "Oh, it's a nice replica of Xerius' weapon, right? The Widow's Might. This is one of my favorites."
Yeah.
The widow's might. Harriet rolls her eyes.
This is pretty cool. Looks a little like it could use a polish or something, though. Anyway,
Yeah,
it
it's
doesn't
been a
even
little
feel
while.
sharp, and he kind of taps his finger on the end. So, well, I mean, yeah, just make sure you get it tagged. Go see that guy. But other than that, you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
And you head over, and the guy gives you the tag, and you head on through.
Sweet.
Oh no.
For Harriet's stuff, he starts with the light crossbow. And he's like, "Well, I already told your friend you can't take this one, so, I mean, it's a working crossbow, right? Did you buy this at the same store or something? Why do you both have this?"
Well, you know, we do a lot of pretending together and those sorts of things. I'm fine leaving the PS. I'm sorry about that.
Wow, that mouth movement is really real. How did you do that?
Oh, you know, I've got away with making things look real that aren't, just like all of my replica weapons here.
Oh, you've got Jen's pistol, don't you? That's so cool. And he picks it up and starts like spinning the wheel and everything, and he's like pointing it at stuff and is like, "Whoa, this is neat." Hey, where did you get this? You know, if I'm not okay, I know that you have trade secrets being a cosplayer, and you got, you know, you're trying to make it in that industry, which is rough. But I want to do this too, and I haven't found anywhere that can make one look as good as this.
You know, there's. If you let me take one of my crossbows in, I could tell you.
Oh, I don't know. That's kind of. I mean, you could really hurt someone with that.
They're replicas, you know. I came here to have a good time and maybe meet the cast, not to injure anybody.
Make a persuasion check. He leans back for a second and kind of like looks over the rest of the weapons, and he's like, "Yeah, I mean, if you're willing to put that much effort into the costume, you're not going to hurt anybody over it. You want people to be
Oh,
here,
this is
right?"
expensive. I'm not going to damage my weapons.
All right, yeah. You tell me where the hookup is, and I'll let you through. I'll give you some tags.
Well, I guess there's this particular. You know what? You know that the gun store.
Oh, what, Jode's Guns?
I know it's kind of surprising. But
Really?
if you talk to them enough, you sometimes get some of their vintage things, and they know how to make things look real. You know.
Wow. Well, I suppose if anybody would, it'd be Crazy Jode. He's nuts. But I'll have to check that out. I've never been over there. I'll have to check it out. Appreciate
Just be
that.
safe with them.
Well, yeah, of course. All right. Anyway, see that guy, and he'll get you some tags, and you can head on in. Hey, it was great to meet you all.
So did you too? So did he take any of my things?
No,
Did
he
let
got
me take
distracted with
them?
the pistol, and then just
Okay, good.
gestured to go through.
Okay.
But he really was like pointing it around, pointing it at people, like. But,
yeah, you know.
so you head
Don't
over,
load
you
your
get.
stuff back up.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you get yourselves tagged in, and okay, we got past that. All right, so I got to take off our highway music because we're not on the highway anymore. I'm about to end this crowd music because it's a lot of crowd. We're about to hear it forever, so. Okay, so after finally making your way past security, you enter into a massive and crowded chamber filled with glass on the walled with glass on the outside. Huge banners and posters hang from the ceiling nearly 50 feet overhead, and you can make out multiple layers and floors all stacked on top of one another, each with a small balcony overlooking the main entryway. Plain and functional pillars support the massive structure scattered throughout the building. As the immense crowd of people, many dressed exactly like you and your friends, you find yourselves met with enormous cutouts of the Vagabonds, Corzin, and others staged in the same manner as the poster that initially led you here. Underneath, you read, Meet the cast, costume contest, and Q&A at 2:30, Auditorium B7. And directly in front of you, you see 2 sets of neat metallic-looking stairs crowded with people. Strangely, you see the people moving up the staircase, but they don't appear to be walking on their own. Only after a moment of examination do you realize that the stairs themselves are moving. So, Vagabonds, what would you like to do? Looks like this, by the way.
Oh, I missed that.
Should we go hop on the magic stairs then?
Yeah,
Yes,
kinda
I guess.
reminds me of Balthazar.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, do you
You could
think?
take this idea back to him so he can stop walking up 7,000 flights of stairs.
That might
I think,
help.
honestly, I think he enjoys it. I think he's probably watching us do it.
Really?
Actually, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, if he determines how many flights there are, maybe if we've pissed him off, he'll make a couple more flights just to... Oh, whatever.
Weird.
It's so weird. I wonder why you would think that. That's such a strange thing.
Seems a little spiteful.
Well, I mean... If you have the power to do it, why not?
Yeah, it's such a weird thing for Balthazar.
I'm feeling
How
really
odd.
reassured in this moment.
So
Like
we're
he's
right.
actually
Okay.
doing it to spite us.
Whoa, that's crazy. Leaves one of
I don't know.
Flights. There was that one day there was like 20 minutes of flights and like it was wrecked for me and Varad.
Huh.
Well, I
Anyway.
won't lie, so I'm gonna get on this thing.
All right. You step onto the escalators and find yourself ascending very pleasantly. Although the handles feel a little greasy, but you manage to make your way up to the top and see another floor open up. As you venture further into this Comic-Con and eventually find your way through the large hallways, all decorated with pictures of places you've seen and people you know. You also see the Order of Xenia at Falderstep, the large tree growing in the center. You see the caverns of Renovosh beautifully depicted, though not quite how you remember them. You see the awful Labinda swamp and can almost taste the disgusting swamp air. You see yourselves in battle with many different creatures and holding out the proverbial olive branch to others. You even see Zelene the Were-Rat shaking your hands after negotiating peace in the caves outside of Phandalin. You pass by all of these and find yourself standing in an absurdly large and crowded marketplace of sorts. Costumed people are selling products of all kinds, many you could never have conceived of if they weren't in front of your very eyes. You see stuffed toys made in your likeness, dice sets of many multi-sided die. You see posters and shirts, masks and accessories of all kinds. Is there anything you'd like to find while you're here?
Is there a little fang?
Yeah, you end up, you as you're walking through, you find it's like a booth filled with all kinds of plushy stuffed toys, all representing you, of course, cartoonized versions of you. They all have exaggerated size of heads and everything, but they're all very cute. And yeah, you see all of the Vagabonds there, even the ones who are only temporary members, Demexis and Wayland. You also see all of the villains that you've met so far. And
Cryovane?
oh yeah, you see a Cryovane cutout, you see everything.
I want one.
What if we bought Nosman a cryovane cutout?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Hey King, you need to process your trauma. Here's a cryovane cutout.
Next day in the Pro League, we suddenly find ourselves without magic or weapons.
We found ourselves bound at the feet of Nasi.
Gone.
Ah.
Sorry, I had to start the crowd. I can't have nothing going.
I, Abigail, want that, but Kanan is just curious.
Okay. If there's nothing else, that's fine too. All right, so deciding to make your way out of the marketplace, where would you all like to go? I assume that you're heading towards the event?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You begin to look for these indicators of the event that you saw in the cutout in the entryway, and 2 people make perception checks.
Gotcha.
Ooh, what do my tiefling eyes hear?
Unless 2
Perception.
other people have them.
Oops, sorry. You can.
I will
ignore
not be
Kanan's
rolling the
there.
perception.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh, wait, no,
perfect.
that's
That's
fair,
perfect.
Okay. 14 and 18, perfect, yeah. So as you begin to look around, you find that a small group of maybe 4 red shirts looking around frantically, and upon noticing you, they begin to make a beeline path straight for you. You have a moment. Is there anything you'd like to do?
The red shirts? that's one of the people that like stopped us at the front, right?
Yeah.
Head towards them.
Okay. I just didn't know if there was anything.
Biggest wave.
Yeah. By the way, it's taken you better part of an hour and a half to make your way through this marketplace. It's enormous. Even if you're just trying to be fast, between the crowd of people. Sorry, this is not fitting. It just feels weird just having people talking in my ear. Yeah, but it's taken you about an hour and a half to make your way through this marketplace. But as you wave, the red shirts approach in a huff, and one of them, a younger and thinly bearded human man with a large gut, says, "There you are. Your baggage claim, right?
Oh yeah.
We've been waiting for you for like a half an hour.
Oh.
The contest is almost over.
Oh.
We had to start without you. Follow me." And he and the other red shirts turn away and rush off through the large doorway, effortlessly weaving their way through the crowds.
Guess we run after them.
You follow? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Making your way...
Harriet's also waving at every Harriet cosplayer she sees. She, like, waves at them. I just want you to know that.
Okay. A ton of them wave back, and they're just, like, jaw dropped. Like, at how realistic you look. Of course, you know, look that way.
Just wanted to add that.
Hand on like Varus's collar, dragging him along to stop him from signing autographs.
Yeah, I was gonna say Varus is definitely searching around for stuff, wanting to find plushies of everyone.
Aww.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna have him steal
There's, like,
some
dragging,
of those
like,
while
come
he's
on,
gone so he
we're
can
going
come
to be
back
late.
and find them?
I'll ask him what he wants to find
Okay.
in between sessions. If he wanted to find anything, he could.
I also want to, but we can do that. Like,
Yeah, no, this is the time to do it if you want to find something.
see, I don't know what I want to find because usually at cons I go by after all the hub upside down.
Okay. Okay, so, yeah, making your way through the crowd, kind of having to, you know, not get rough, but, like, assert yourselves to try to pass through easily. You enter into a broad hallway, strangely absent of the posters and flyers that you've become accustomed to. You have a little more breathing room here than elsewhere in the con, but there are still numerous copies of yourselves and others venturing through the winding, serpentine hallway. As you exit from the hallway, you see a large area before you open into what looks like you need to make a perception check.
Ooh.
Also,
What?
I'll move us to the map, because this map is going to take 1,000 years to load,
Oh no.
just so you know.
Oh no.
It'll also help if I actually put your tokens on this map.
Oh, it's an overhead map. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, no.
This
Oh,
never
no.
goes well. Oh no, 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 no.
Oh, I was muted. I was fully singing that too.
Thank you, Sky. I feel...
Thank
is it okay
you.
if Caitlin, like during that hour and a half of walking and navigating, is she able to put the poison back in her dagger?
Make a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
I will be right back.
You're good. Also, well, I'll wait till George gets back. 23. Yeah, easy enough. You managed to just in the thrush of people, nobody's really paying attention to you. You're one of many Canaans here, so it's not a huge deal that you're digging around in a bag. It's no problem. Okay, you can still hear me. Okay, great. I'm gonna give somebody control over Varus because I'm not running Varus if
Alrighty.
anything happens. So, who would like to play Varus?
I can grab that if you want.
Okay. I can give it to Keenan.
He just does the
Stab.
stabby stab and the hex. Right?
Stabby stab.
Yeah.
Okay. Just call someone a dick face and stab them.
Dick head.
Oh,
It's a dickhead, but
okay.
yes.
Alright. You have control.
And he's got an accent, right?
Slight accent, yeah.
Like British?
There's a little bit.
Okay.
He
We will
sounds
not
like
be critiquing your performance, do not worry.
I sound exactly like Jevin, excuse me.
Alright.
I kind of almost
So
thought
we
he was
mistake.
here.
Like I said, this map will take 1,000 years to load, and you will all see why, but I'll be right back in just a moment. While I wait for
When
it to
did
load.
Jevin show up?
the secret is the costume contest is actually a battle of wits and skill, so we have to like fist fight everybody.
No, it's just a straight battle. It's not even wits and skill. It's just like, all right, now you will all fight to the death, and whoever wins gets backstage passes.
I mean, that's kind of Corzin.
That's
Y'all, this is hype. I want Harriet wants to buy some art. I'm thinking about what she wants.
yeah. I don't know. I'm still thinking.
Gotta get
about-
myself spicy Harriet and Jen art.
find someone who writes
I
like
think Xeris is coming back without some Varus
I want to get.
Xeris fan fiction.
Haley is coming back with some Varus and Xerius fan art.
I want to get something for Balthazar, like on top of the other stuff. Like, hey, we have
I'm
money.
sure he'd love some vagabond smut.
Oh my god.
Second, I know he uses superiority dice often. What do they do?
Oh, those are like hold on. I don't know how to explain them. They're like the little tricks that he does, like he parries, I believe, and things like that.
Yeah, parries or like
Sounds like a key
feints,
point.
which gives him advantage. Yeah,
Okay.
kind of.
Essentially like a key point. So like he mainly uses his for parry, if I remember correctly.
And he feints to get advantage on the next attack.
Those are his two that he does.
It allows you to hit an opponent for damage and do an extra effect. Otherwise, you can just make the attempt to disarm, damage an object, or shove as an attack with no damage.
Oh.
Hitting multiple
I
times is
think-
incorporated into getting to attack multiple times and move between them or into superiority dice.
I will just faint.
Yeah, he doesn't. That's
He does.
That's the main one he does.
yeah, you're fine.
Where do I
Yeah.
faint?
Yeah, that one and parry.
Faint and parry. Okay, so parry is when someone attacks him. That's a reaction.
Is parry?
Yeah.
Is that a superiority die though, or is it?
Yeah.
I've never played a fighter.
Yeah, parry is a superiority dice, and then you roll the dice, and it reduces the damage by that amount.
Okay.
Gotcha.
It should say on his class he should have all those things.
I
And
don't see faint.
thing. He may just know them. Jevin knows all of this stuff like by memory.
Yeah, Jevin's been playing.
This is true.
All right.
You can ask Jevin about a specific rule, and he'll tell you the page in the book it's
Yeah.
on. Like,
Yeah.
It's gonna help me so much with spider stuff.
I think I'll just parry in this one because I have no idea where faint is. So.
Feint just gives you advantage on the next attack.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh. So okay. So it's basically stunning strike, but you don't stun them.
It's not really like stunning
It's not
strike.
like
but- All right. So.
It's like stunning
Um,
strike, except not really.
Yeah. So you entered into this hallway. Feel free to move throughout this hallway. The way that you're going is to your left on the map. You see a large area open before you, and closest, you see row after row of chairs on a slightly raised platform that leads to a small railing protecting anyone from falling to the lower portion below. On either side of the rows of chairs, yeah, feel free to move out of this thing. Uh-oh, Harriet.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I can see. Like, I can see like the very. I'm just making sure I can see.
Oh,
Just like these two bottom rows are lit up.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't have
Dynamic
very-
lighting.
Here. Now you can't move out of it.
Hey.
Damn. I was having fun picturing like Xerius just running into the wall.
So you're gonna go up and to the right. Sorry, I didn't have cool walls to put in
You're
here.
fine.
no, you're okay.
It's the visibility in the Harriet mask. I just can't
There
see
you go.
stuff, so.
I just
I'm-
put you up there. So you're just
I don't
going to
wanna
the
go
right
alone.
now, Harriet.
We're
Oh my
going
god,
together.
we are.
Okay, so on either side of the rows of chairs, you see slightly curving sets of stairs that you presume end at the bottom floor. The lower level appears to be even more chairs along with a stage of sorts. Each portion of the stage set with a table and chairs behind it, as well as a strange cylindrical black device and a glass of water. Behind these tables, you see very attractive humans that are otherwise unremarkable, except for the figure in the middle, who appears to be... oh, never mind. That's not supposed to be there. The figure in the middle is just a normal guy. Sorry, I wrote all these notes in one sitting, so there are edits that I didn't make that I should have. So,
I love all the different like the million Balthazar tokens.
oh yeah. I figured you all would
That's
like
so
these.
cool.
Kung Fury.
Why am I so thirsty for Balthazar that he's the first token I noticed and not Harriet?
right.
Yes.
So, the left and right edges of the stage surprise you at first, as it appears that there are several gigantic humanoid warriors poised and ready to strike, as well as a horrifying and gigantic spider-like creature, although no one else seems perturbed by their presence. After the initial spike of adrenaline subsides, you realize that these are not, in fact, actual warriors, but lifelike replicas. The biggest thing you notice about the space that you're in is the number of people gathered. Most of the seats are filled, and most of the people sitting are dressed in more of the same outfits that you've seen, though this group seems to be made up exclusively of people dressed as the Vagabonds or other people that you know or that could be from the Tarred Protectorate. More than a few times you catch yourself startled by a passing Corzin or Fan Ifis in full Cambion form. The red shirts leading you gesture down to the lower level where a Fan Ifis in full demonic form is walking away from one of those small devices in the center area in front of the tables. You hear a voice project from nowhere say, "All right, and thank you to Rita Smith for her presentation of Fan Ifis. Next up, we have the long-awaited group called Baggage Claim. Come on down and present yourselves for our esteemed guests." The red shirts motion
my
emphatically
word.
for you to go down the stairs to that area. What would you all like to do?
Go down the stairs.
All right.
Kanan and Boris just yeeted down there.
I see that.
I'm like,
Okay.
y'all flexing on the fact that I forget how to move like that. There we go.
Click and drag. You click and
It's
drag.
embarrassing. I do use the arrows almost exclusively to move around this map.
Oh, wait, where's
This
the
map is just acting weird,
Who
There you
but
go.
I will get there eventually.
I put you down there.
Oh no, where am I? Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll stop moving.
it's acting weird because there's 5,000 tokens on this map. Yes, I
This is
placed
fair.
all of these chairs by hand. It
King.
took forever. So,
Oh my word.
yeah, because they don't fit. Like the icon I use doesn't sit in the center square. It's just off center, and so you can't line them up in any way that looks nice. So I had to put them all there individually, and then set all of the tokens to act as drawings instead of tokens, so I could set them on top of the
Oh
chairs.
my god.
So it took forever.
Matt.
But
Matt.
Cool though.
I'm glad it looks cool. That's all I care about. It's just to look cool, you
That
know?
looks so
George,
good.
who is also
I love
like
looking at all the
DMP
tokens.
roll 20,
7?
is like, ugh.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
where was I? Oh, yeah. So you make your way down the stairs and around the large gathered groups of people sitting, and even before you get to the front area, the crowd starts murmuring about how realistic the costumes are and how great you all look. Even the guests on the stage behind the tables seem impressed with your appearance. As you find yourselves in the center area in front of the stage, is there anything you'd like to do?
Yeah, Varus is gonna do something.
Yeah, he is.
He's going to, I don't know what he has minor illusion, right? I don't know what
Probably.
magic he has. Spells.
I believe he does.
Ooh. I'm just kidding. I don't know how many spell slots he has.
2.
Oh,
He's a
oh yeah.
That's funny.
Warlock.
Duh.
That's funny.
Okay. He's just gonna do his thing because he doesn't have that cantrip. So yeah, he's gonna do a little pirouette and then fling his sword around either side of his body, and then bow with
Okay.
the sword in the air and his hand out.
All right, make a performance check with Varus. Anyone else have anything that they're wanting to do?
Can Xerius cast thaumaturgy just to maybe afterwards to make the ground rumble a little bit?
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
not
Just
what I
for
meant
fun.
to do.
Watch got us too big on our egos.
All right. There are many familiar and non-familiar faces in this, by the way. Lots of people
That's
that
scary.
you all have seen before, and some that you haven't seen yet. Just so you know.
There's
One's
before
cosplaying
men,
my-
so
I remember all the
there's,
things.
That's fine. All right. Anyone else have anything they want to do?
Kanan's just gonna do a little flip.
Okay. Make a. Are you trying to do it nicely, or are you just trying to do the flip?
Gonna do it nicely.
Okay. Make a performance check.
As in not break her leg.
Okay, then make an acrobatics check. If
Yeah.
you're trying to be showy about it, then...
No, she
okay.
doesn't want to be showy.
Okay. 24.
Ooh.
All right. Anyone else? Okay. We'll continue. As you all stand out and kind of pose yourselves in front of everyone, taking a few stances here and there, Varus pirouetting, Kanan doing a flip, the ground kind of rumbling. Yeah, it's basically, yeah, it's funny. The crowd just falls utterly silent for a moment, and then erupts into just thunderous applause. And everyone's, like, a bunch of people start rising from their seats and cheering. Even the people behind the stage begin to, like, stand and cheer for you all and applause and everything. The same voice from before sounds and says, "Well, folks, I think we have ourselves a winner. Baggage Claim, you'll get the chance to meet the cast backstage after the Q&A. Next, we'll have the Q&A. Please form an orderly line behind the microphones, and we'll get to as many of you as we can." A red shirt from the side stage gestures to you all to take seats wherever you can find them, and another comes from the opposite side to usher you out. Meanwhile, people begin to line up behind the tall and skinny mounts for the devices in the center of the area, the stage
Kanan
area.
get in line.
Yeah,
Okay.
just pick a line and get in line.
Oh boy.
Oh, buddy.
This is gonna be quality content.
Xeris is just gonna follow Kanan so he doesn't get lost.
Okay.
And I guess Inara's following Xerius.
I'll put Varus back there too. Harriet, are you hanging out in the back there?
I'll just
So,
make Varus and
did they gesture to us to sit down somewhere particular or just sit down wherever?
Just sit down wherever.
Okay, then Harriet's gonna look at this open seat by this other Harriet,
Okay.
and she's gonna be like, "Is the seat taken?"
Not for you. No, go ahead and sit down. Wow, your costume's
All
great.
right, and she'll sit next to this other Harriet.
Okay. Yeah, you're not gonna sit exactly perfect because they're all in the
Yeah,
corner.
'cause of the
So,
thing.
yeah.
I'll just be there.
Sitting
Okay.
on, is that Caleb? Oh, no. Okay, never mind.
Caleb.
There is a
What?
guy who Xerius might recognize right here. He gave Xerius a
Uh, I do remember
This is
that.
stressful.
Okay.
Just zooming in, looking at all these.
Seeing it all, yeah, seeing all of them. It's
now
great.
I'm scanning the crowd.
Look through,
Okay.
yeah, get detailed. There's
There's
all
like-
kinds of people.
Anira, this way. And we'll go
Huh?
take seats over here, maybe.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's those two.
I think Kanan's gonna go ask a question. Sirius doesn't want to be in that social situation.
All right.
Can't say the exact ones. They just choose a spot.
Yeah, you're
There
not
we
gonna
go.
sit
There we go.
exactly. So.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'm sitting on this fine young lady.
All right. So meanwhile, yeah, people begin to line up behind those mounts for the microphones in the center stage area, and a young human dressed like Kung Fury tentatively approaches before asking. He says, "Hi. So this question is for Robert Downey Jr.
Oh my god.
How do you prepare for
Who's
playing the
playing him?
role of Varus Halimian for this next movie? I mean, you did a great job in Early Beginnings, but Vengeful Inquisition in the comics, Varus is a lot more intense, and he even kills someone innocent. How did you prepare for that?" And this human man here begins to speak, saying, "Well, you know, it's tough. With any character, you don't want to distort the author's intentions, whoever they might be. But you also need room to interpret them how they feel to you. So, for Varus, I spent a lot of time practicing, of course, but also putting myself out there." I lost my spot. Oh no. Putting myself out there. Showmanship, as I'm sure you know, is a big part of the character, and I happen to be a natural at that. The Kung Fury lookalike nods and says, "Wow, thank you." And he heads off to the side, and another person steps forward to ask a question. Here. Oh, at the opposite side, I'm sorry. This one dressed as one of... Oh, sorry, it was from this side. My bad. Yeah, another... Okay, so as... Sorry, my notes are very confusing here. as all of this is happening, another person steps up and asks a question. Another one steps up, and they're just asking, really just asking questions. Sounds like they're asking questions about a theatrical performance, or some kind of performance that's going to happen, or just about who they are as people, or what things they like or don't like about the Vagabonds, which is kind of a weird thing for you all to hear. Is there anything that you all would like to be doing in the meantime?
Harriet's just gonna be complimenting the Harriet. Well, assuming this is a Harriet, I'm just gonna go with this being a Harriet cosplayer since you used the Harriet token.
Sure.
But she's just gonna even if the cosplay's horrible, she's just gonna be complimenting it and talking to her about what's your favorite Harriet moment? Small talk type things. Seeing what this person's like.
Okay.
Just being Harriet,
Yeah. Well, the person's like, yeah. Well, I think my favorite moment, although it was kind of shocking, was really when Harriet just threw that guy off the cliff. It kind of caught me out of nowhere, and it just really nailed in, whoa, this character has another layer. I'm just really excited. From that point on, I was a Harriet stan for life. I don't know if that's using that right.
Aren't we all?
So, an important part of that scene, do you want to see my replica gen pistol that I have?
You have a replica gen pistol? I've been trying to find one. All I've got is this one here. And you see it looks cheap. It looks like they made it themselves, out of wood or something.
That's wonderful.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, I don't think that's all that bad.
Well,
don't go threatening off long cliffs,
Well, I'm not quite there yet. I got a few other things to work on, but... And someone dressed as Demesis turns around and goes, shh! Sorry, that's a cheap shot by me.
That checked out.
Anyone else have anything that you would like to do during this time?
Kanan's gonna ask a question as soon as she gets up there.
Mm-hmm. A few more people have asked questions, and another human, this one dressed as one of the members of the Untamed, steps up and asks, my question is for Mr. Scott Dorque. I know it's all on the hush-hush, but I'm wondering if you can give us any indication as to who is actually writing this story. I know you work on the screenplays, and I think how you portray Corzin Fatedraw is fantastic. But we still have no idea who's actually writing this story. Any hints? The person apparently known as Scott Dorque responds, this one here. If you all didn't see that.
Which one? Him?
This one here. Yeah.
Him. Okay.
George Clooney. Yeah, George Clooney. Let me get back to my thing here. Says, well, thank you for the compliment on my interpretation of Corzin. He's a difficult character to fully capture, but I think I've finally figured out his essence. As for the writer, all I can say is he goes by the author. Very creative title, if you ask me. And if you have any more information than that, you know more than me. And the whole crowd kind of laughs. Very, very funny. There's a few more questions that go by. Kanan, you're inching closer and closer. You still have two people in front of you, though. Sorry, I rearranged these a little bit. Oh, sorry, two people in front of you. Oops, I'm not trying to ping anyone. Just 1,000 freaking tokens. Okay, so after a few more people ask questions of each of the people up on the front of the stage, Kanan, it's finally your turn to go up. But before you approach... Sorry, I'm moving you up there.
Oh.
My bad.
I'll move Varus up there, too, just to...
Okay. Kanan, you feel Scott Dorque's penetrating gaze set on you as he clears his throat before saying, actually, if we could pause questions for a moment, if it's all right. I have a question for our competition winners. A slight murmur chases through the crowd, and several of the red shirts on the sides look a little confused, but nod their assent. Scott continues, says, you all have done a remarkable job fashioning your likeness after the characters in this story. Truly, the author would be proud. However, I can't shake this unmistakable feeling of true, unadulterated arrogance emanating from you. Everywhere you go, everything you do is an expression of defiance, of ignorance, of disruption and chaos.
Oh
My question is this: how can you be so arrogant to the world around you? How can you possibly not know the system you're disrupting, the threats that lie beyond the Protectorate? How can you be so blind to the destruction you're causing? It is no matter. I have given you more than enough chances to change your minds. Only now do I lament the unnecessary loss of the lives of these innocents here. And with that, you watch as Scott's figure begins to shift and change, his skin and hair burning away in strips to reveal bright orange fur underneath. Backwards clawed hands and ferocious fangs. After a moment, you see the terrifying visage in the true form of Corzin Fatedraw. Everyone roll initiative. Actually grabbed the wrong token for this, so...
Oh, and everyone's ready.
We can't leave.
Stop playing.
It's okay. He doesn't know who we are. I don't even know who we are.
These are all fake weapons, man.
How can he know? How would
Security guy watching me about to fire this.
They're gonna know.
Ooh,
So
hard.
far, you haven't seen any security guards in here, so...
How would they know?
There's that.
How would they know?
How
They're
do
gonna
they
know.
know?
They're gonna know.
How would they know?
Question, with the magic and stuff, does my feline agility, like, reset if I don't move after a turn, like it does?
It's a racial trait, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that still comes back.
Oh, okay, it's not magic. It's because
Yeah.
I'm a cat. Okay,
Right.
sorry.
Out of costume.
Your feline agility is because you're a cat?
I know, it's wild. It's like, I was made that
Okay,
way.
we're all real nervous here.
I was born that way. Oh, this is so good.
Leave? Is it okay if we leave?
And
Can we
we
go?
Yeah,
Thousands of
it's
people
just
alone
like
in a
a
room with
moment
Corzin
where I can
Fatedraw?
step back in.
Yeah, that sounds like the good move.
Hi, yes, I would like to withdraw myself from this situation.
The real question
He
is,
is
where's the
opposed.
Regis token? I'm trying to find if he's here.
There is no Regis token here.
I was playing an I Spy,
Maybe-
seeing if the Regis token was in here or not.
Isn't Regis, like,
Would we be against
thing
me using the fucking
Yeah.
tube and getting the shit out of here?
Yeah, I just forgot to bring the Regis token over.
Fine.
Oh,
I actually made the
There
Regis
is
token
mistake.
after this. All right.
Corzin. I swear to God, if Corzin kills RDJ, that's the end.
Okay.
That's where we draw the line.
That's where we RDJ is where we drop.
I drew the line somewhere very different, but alright.
All right. Let me
Why
pull
is-
up my notes
Nah.
here because there's a.
Who's
bunch
that
of-
redhead?
It's just the Marvel cast.
Look at
That's Black
yeah,
Widow.
just
In
Black
the
Widow.
initiative order?
Stay away from
It's just
Krista.
Black Widow.
Yeah,
Scarlett
there's Black
Johansson.
Widow, and then there's Scarlet Witch,
Scarlet Witch.
and then whatever the
Yeah.
agent was on the left, and then Zoe Saldana, I think. Anyway, as Corzin's figure changes and flames begin to wreath his form, people start applauding. Many of them rising from their seats and cheering loudly. Even the other actors on stage turn towards him and smile, some of them clapping with approval and saying things like, "Wow, Scott, that's quite the trick. Nicely done." To this, Scott sneers and looks to his left and right before saying, "Your compliments are empty air, but these fanatics here, I can use these." And you watch as flaming tongues of fire reach out into the crowd, nearly completely enveloping at first 1, 2, then more until 6 people are wrapped up in this fire. You suspect at first that they're being burned or destroyed, but then the flames die and you see a faint ethereal chain connecting each of them to him, barely visible.
Oh no.
I can point to them if you'd like.
Yeah.
Would you, like,
Has
make them
to-
glow?
Huh?
Would
You
you make
gotta
them
glow.
glow or something?
I can't make them glow because the lights aren't out, so it wouldn't matter.
Okay.
But here's one. Here's one. Here's one. Here's one. And there are others somewhere. Let's see. If I put all 6 out here. Oh, there's one over here. And one over here. So that's 1, 2, 3.
I'm putting blue lines on them.
5. 6.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have 3 of them marked.
There's one down here.
4,
Here.
5,
And here.
6. Alrighty, they're all marked with blue lines.
All right. Okay, so Kanan, you are up first. What would you like to do?
Kanan has a lot of feelings right now. There's a lot of strong feelings.
Aiden always has a lot of strong feelings.
Oh wait, I didn't. Oh, I have a plan. I promise. Let me just make sure I can. Yeah, he's right within it. Are these like lights?
These are barriers. So it's like a barricade. It's about 4.5 feet tall.
Okay, so I can jump it.
Yeah, you can jump it.
Okay. And the stage is like 3 foot high. I imagine they're like.
It's about 4.5 feet high. It's the same height as the barricades. So there's like
Oh.
there's the wall of the barriers, and then of about 5 feet, and then the stage itself is as high as the barriers are.
They really got some high convention stages.
Yeah.
Okay.
They gotta be able to see the balcony.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's just gonna. She's gonna run.
This is great.
Leap. She's gonna like leap and then over that gap.
Okay. Try to propel off of the barricade up onto the stage.
Yes.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check just to see how smoothly you do it. It's easy enough for you to do, but just how much movement it takes, basically. 20. Easy enough. Yeah, you lose no extra, or it costs you no extra movement to get over that. You run up and leap off of the barricade, and as you push off, you do feel it kind of rock forward. You get the sense it's meant to block from going towards the stage, not away from the stage.
Okay.
Just as you know.
Well, as long as I'm on there.
Yeah, you managed to make it up on top of the stage, and you'd be standing one back, just right here. So
Oh, okay.
you can continue forward if you want to. There's a table in the way.
I'm just gonna get on the table.
Okay, yeah, jump up on the table.
Yeah.
You see Corzin standing behind you.
He's
Or
right
standing on the other side of the table. Sorry, behind the table.
Yeah, and Kanan's just gonna be like, you would, Corzin, blame us for all these lives that you're costing, and for this pain that you're causing by pursuing us. You really think you can just trick us into following you? You're just throwing a tantrum for not succeeding at grasping our minds. And then she's gonna hit him.
Okay, make your attack rolls. Yeah,
What?
Kanan's spitting fire, that's right. Okay, 21 unfortunately does not hit.
What? Ugh.
19 does not hit.
I'm gonna spend a key point for an unarmed strike.
Oh my goodness, this is gonna start a new instance on my audio with every song. 13 does not hit. 21 does not hit.
And she's gonna back off her mere 5 feet.
Alright,
Just hang out there.
okay. At the end of your turn, Corzin's gonna cast a spell using a legendary action. You see him pull out his backwards hand, and on the backside you see a large lion's head ring. He's gonna turn the ring. Where is this? Kanan, make a is it wisdom save. Yeah, make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Alright. Ah!
Yeah, 20. Nice.
that.
You feel Corzin's presence just creep into your mind and start to take over your arms, your legs, and to lock up your body. But you shut out that presence, and you force him out of your mind, and you see him snarl, kind of in rejection of that. Nice job. Anything else you want to do for your turn? I guess your turn was already over.
Yeah.
Zarius, you're up.
30 feet. Is this going to be difficult movement to move to here? Or
If you're trying to move through the crowd, it'll be difficult terrain. But if you're trying to go
Okay.
around the crowd, then it won't.
I will go around the crowd, but I think that means I have... yeah, okay, so I can only get there. Phew.
Oh my goodness, this audio thing is bananas.
Let's see.
Every time it kills me.
We'll have to make another account.
Oh.
Does this look like it was at least once a regular human? Like
It looks like a person in a costume. Like it looks like someone who could be walking around.
But they
they're
are
formed
with
in
the little
chains at all.
strings connected to Corzin.
Yeah, you can barely make out this faint thread kind of going up.
Okay. Yeah. Zarius is going to sort of look at her and be like, I am so sorry for this. And cast Guiding Bolt
Okay.
at first level at her.
Ooh.
Yeah, 24 hits for sure. 19 damage.
Oh, my.
As the bolt leaps from your hand, slams into the chest of this individual whose eyes have gone wild and crazy. The bolt sears through their clothing, sears through their skin, and burns into the center of their chest. And you just see this sort of, looks like charred meat on the inside of their chest as they collapse on the ground, dead. But you do see that the link between this person and Corzin has been shattered.
Yeah.
Anything else? You want to
And that'll be Zarius. He'll look towards Anira and be like, Anira, we need to get rid of these chains. That'll be it.
Roger, Roger.
do? All right.
Roger.
Next up is
Roger.
the Fanatics. Oh, wait, sorry. There's a turn between there. Whoops, I forgot to add a turn. I'm sorry. So sorry.
No, he doesn't get a turn.
Well, this is for... here. This is initiative count 20.
Oh no.
That's
Oh.
never good. That's never
So
good.
this will go now, but it was supposed to go after Kanan. My bad. So we'll do it right now. With that flash of light and the burning guiding bolt leaping from your hand and destroying this person, Zarius, the crowd screams in fear, and you see people start to scramble and run away from you, getting to the exits in any way possible. And you see a few people get trampled in the process. I'll move this one this way.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's gonna get wild here in a second. If I move
Yeah,
your characters, I apologize. It's not my...
that's fine.
Also, Anira, Harriet, Zarius, and Varus make strength saving throws. Because this crowd is moving.
Ooh, Varus is gonna fail this. That's Varus.
Kanan, not
No.
Oh, Harriet
Nat
said not
one.
today.
Oh, Varus failed.
Okay, everybody takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage, except for Zarius. Not much.
Varus was
And
I
the
thought
rest
you
of
were
you
saying
are-
except for Varus, who
That little
dies
man.
immediately.
The rest of you are Anira, Varus, and Harriet. You are knocked prone.
Okay.
Okay.
So
That you have to
can't-
use like half your movement to get up.
Yeah, half your movement to stand up.
Okay.
These are also running.
I think Varus has mobile.
He does.
Is it? Okay, that doesn't affect. Okay, never mind. Ignore me. Thinking about
All right.
stuff.
So that's that. Okay, so now it is actually their turn. Goodness, I put them all on top of everything. This one's gonna rush down here. This one's gonna avoid the crowd. There is the other one. Stepping out here. I apologize for this taking so long. Just
You're fine.
looking through 5 million tokens here.
Okay, you're managing a lot.
Yeah, okay. So, this one is going to approach you, Harriet, and just give a couple of stabs of the poison dagger.
Ugh.
Well, that's not great. First one's a 7. I'm
Nope.
guessing a 7 doesn't hit. And the next one's a 12.
Not today. Not today.
All right, and that's it for their turn. The rest of them, they moved and got out of the way of the crowd and used the rest of their movement and actions to kind of get out of the way of that.
Okay,
Naira,
and to
you're up
clarify,
next.
that's one of the glowing people that's connected to Corzin.
Yep, yeah, that's one right here that just stabbed you, yeah.
Okay, yeah, but the crowd, I was just making sure.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get rid of.
Is this a glowing person that's connected to Corzin?
Nope,
Or is this a random passerby?
that guy's running.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. Wow,
Oh, wowza.
far away.
Okay. I'm gonna. Fuck, what do I do? I'm gonna just step back. Oh, I have to get up, so that's half my movement, right?
Yep.
So that's. I'm not planning on moving much anyway, so I won't bother counting it. I'm gonna move back just. That's my. Jesus. That's my spell sheet. 10 feet. And do a conjure animals with 4 wolves.
All right.
Oh my god.
4 wolves.
boy.
Okay, these are just regular wolves.
Yeah, challenge rating 1. 4
Alright.
wolves. Because pack
Wolves.
tactics. And they'll travel in packs of 2.
Okay. 3, 4. More tokens on this page. All right,
Yeah.
they can spawn within 60 feet of you.
Yep, all near me.
You want them near you? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I want 2, because their turn is after mine, and that's... Do I want to do something else? Just getting a... In terms of Zarius and Harriet after getting trampled, how are they looking health-wise, like, from my eyes?
Make an insight check.
Sirius didn't get trampled.
Oh, you know our
20.
feelings.
Yeah, they don't look too hurt. I mean, they took a little bit of a scuff, but they don't look bad. I'm also giving you control over these wolves.
Easier.
Sirius gave the scuff.
So yeah, they don't look too hurt.
Okay. And I think that's my turn. So then the wolves, I'm going to have 2. Let me get their sheet up again. Sorry.
You're good.
They have 40 feet of movement. So I'm going to have 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And they're going to both go for that glowing guy.
Okay. Sounds good. Have them make attack rolls.
The sheet keeps disappearing. Okay, their attack is a bite, and it's at advantage, which might not. Heck, how do I? So that would be 4 d20s, right? Because 2 at advantage.
Yeah.
You can just take the. That's not what I wanted.
Okay.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, you did
Yeah, that's still the 4
fif-
rolls.
50
Okay,
damage.
I saw the 28 insight. No, that's the attack roll.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Okay, yeah, 50 damage. Ow.
Okay.
Okay, so the first 2 are 1 and the second 2 are the other.
Yeah, got it. Yeah. Go ahead and roll damage. Both of them strike.
Great. 2d4 plus 2, so that's 4d4 plus 4, 12, 16 damage.
That's enough. Yeah. The wolves just pounce on this person, this human being
Oh
who,
dear.
prior to this moment, was their own rational self, and start ripping this person to pieces right in front of you, Harriet.
Harriet about to not use lethal force on this person, watching them get torn apart. Like, oh well.
All right. At the end of your turn, Corzin is going to cast a spell using another legendary action, and you see Sky. He looks and kind of growls in your direction at your wolves, and you see him pull this small bead of red light across his hand and zip it
howdy.
towards you as it flies through the air. Go ahead and Zarius and Ira, Harriet, make dexterity saving throws.
Oh.
All right, everybody fails,
It's gonna hurt.
and everyone takes 29 points of fire damage.
Oh,
Okay. 63.
what is
That's
half
when
of
it's
that?
breaking.
15 or 14? Because I'm resistant to fire.
It'd
29,
be,
you said?
yeah, it'd be 14. Since I can't put X's
Understandable.
on these ones, delete.
Oh, not the Harriet cosplayer.
She's gone.
Queen. Long may she
these
rest.
wolves are toast. Give me a second here.
Fireball.
At least they
So
actually got
bad.
to do something this time. Usually they get
Fireball.
destroyed before they even attack.
And then the like con music in the distant background.
The cops come in singing.
There we
that.
go. Okay. And that's the end of Corzin's legendary action. Now it's Corzin's turn.
No.
No.
No. Can't let it fly.
Yeah, he's gonna look at Kanan and say, "We'll see how you like the prison I put your friend Fang in."
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
As he casts spell, make an intelligence saving throw, Kanan. You are one short.
Oh.
Kanan, you see fall from the sky above metal bars slam down on the ground around you, preventing you from leaving. The world around that falls away into nothingness, and you find yourself utterly alone, completely isolated from everything, with nothing around you.
It's just like her worst fear, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So she's probably seeing something about Corzin and whatnot.
So,
Just living her life over and over that isn't real.
you're just stuck there, yeah. So, yeah, that's it for his turn. Oh, I forgot to roll the damage. You take 28 points of psychic damage.
Lord.
Okay, let's just go.
But you do notice, you don't notice because you're in a prison. The rest of you notice, it seems to be causing Corzin a fair amount of effort. Like, it seems like he's really having to try to do this stuff. And you get the sense that that last spell hurt him. Like, it cost him a lot.
Yeah.
Just as a side note. Because you're in a place that doesn't have magic, so he's hurting just like you all are. All right, that's it for Corzin's turn. Harriet, you're up next. You've just been torched. What do you want to do?
First, I'm gonna get up because I got torched while on the ground still.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
I was literally on the ground getting attacked by a crazy con goer and then
Yeah.
just got exploded. So she's gonna like stand up.
I would actually say knock off 5 points from that, not 5 points of damage, because you would have been behind all the chairs and stuff. So
Add 5
yeah, add
back.
5
It's
hit
like
points
a-
back. Yeah.
Shout out to the con chairs.
Yeah.
That. So is this? We've said this before. If I move through these, it's like difficult terrain.
It'd be easy enough to make it through now, just when the people were there.
Okay.
So you could run through
So
it now.
in that case, I'm gonna move up my 15 feet
All right.
and sit on that person apparently because they're a little off. And I'm gonna pull out my very not a prop replica heavy crossbow.
All right.
And I'm gonna make, let's see. Actually, let's see. Yeah, she's just gonna try that for now from where she is.
All right. Go ahead and
And
make
make
your
a
attack
shot
roll.
at our main man.
17.
Ugh.
Give me a second here to look and see. Yeah, that one unfortunately does not hit.
Yeah. That's fine. And then that she, let's see.
Sorry, I'm just putting
It's
the
just gonna
bodies
use-
that died from the fireball around you.
Oof. Oh, well, lovely thought. I'm just gonna use second wind as a bonus action.
All right, sounds great. Okay, yeah, regain those 12 hit points. Nice. I forgot
that is
these
it.
people are running too. They would have been running, clambering off the stage and stuff.
Simon Cowell.
No, it's
No.
Josh Brolin.
Okay.
It's
Sounds
just
like
a
you knew
cast
who
of
I was
Avengers,
talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, it does look like Simon
I don't
Cowell from
see
this
a-
picture.
I don't watch Avengers.
I don't know.
It's
I also
Regis
had
and
George
Simon
Clooney.
Cowell.
But all right, so Harriet's finished.
Yes.
At the end of your turn, Harry, Corzin's gonna use a legendary action, and you see him begin to pull this spell together, and you're thinking, this one's at me, isn't it? And then he goes to cast it, and it just sort of sputters, and nothing comes out. That's it. Varus, you're up next.
Yes, Varus is gonna. This is another one of those.
It is.
All right. Varus, knowing what happened last time, I'm assuming, is gonna run up on this guy and stab with the Heart Striker.
All right, go ahead and
One.
make your attack rolls.
2.
Yeah, 15 definitely hits, and 22 hits. Yep, that's enough to put him down.
Yeah, just stab.
See this ordinary person. Varus runs up and stabs into, striking true in their heart with the second blow, and their eyes go dim and they fall dead. The chain connecting them to Corzin Fatedraw shattering.
And then he's gonna turn towards this one and that way. Let me check movement real quick. 35. There. And then he's gonna go up. There.
All right. Next up, Kanan.
She's just gonna scream and fall and just kind of hold herself.
Okay, you could try to get out if you want to. Or you can wait to the end of your turn and make an intelligence save.
I think I'll wait till the end of my turn.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think she'd try to get out because that's scary.
Yeah, it's horrifying what
Yeah.
you're seeing. Yeah. So go ahead and make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, Kaden needs to get like a nat 20.
Yeah, she really does.
Or you need to do something to Corzin to reduce his ability
Yeah,
to
that's
maintain
exactly it.
concentration. Kanan can't, but
I was gonna say.
We're trying.
all
Do be
right.
far away.
Next up is the crowd, who is gonna book it again. Understandably
That's
so.
smart.
So they're gonna run.
They're
These
smart
ones
folks.
make it out. These ones make it out. And these ones in the back here make it out. Page should run a little smoother now.
Nice.
These ones are running. These ones. Sorry, Harry, you're gonna have to move yourself back.
I get swept away. Ah.
These ones are running. All right, that's it for. Oh, and I guess our celebrities make it out too.
I guess.
All right, next up, that's it for them. Zarius, what would you like to do?
Okay, so these two are the ones with chains on them?
Oh, nope. Sorry, that guy's gone.
No.
This one
Cool.
up here.
This lady?
That one, and then this one off to your right, and this one up top right.
Okay.
That one top middle.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
Zarius will run. You know what? No, he's just gonna go because this will be easier for me to remember. 30 feet this way, and then he'll make. You said this guy down here.
Yeah.
Cool. I think guiding bolt. Let me double check.
It's 120
But I think it's. Yeah, that's what I thought. So he'll do another first level guiding bolt at him,
All right.
and I'll add 10 to that.
Okay. Yeah. So you let loose the guiding bolt, and it starts to kind of veer off and then curve back in and slam into him, dealing a fair amount of damage, but unfortunately not killing him. You do see the target is kind of glowing with this radiant essence, though. Making it
Cool.
very easy to spot.
That'll be Xerius' turn for now.
All right. Next up is the Fanatics. This one's going to rush. Let's see. And uses action to dash. I'm going to rush through towards Harriet. And make a couple of stabs. It's a 9 to hit. Man, they're having
Not
a rough
today.
time. And another 9. Okay. These ones
9.
are, I mean, they're using prop
Good.
weapons and stuff. It's not like they have, like, real weapons. They're just using
Yeah.
what they've got on them. So sometimes they are striking true, but it's just bouncing off of your scales and armor.
It's just like Warblood Widow's Might, just like.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah. Okay, and the next one here is just going to try to foolishly duck through the crowd, because I really think that that's what they would do. And barely make it through the other side, unless the crowd moves a lot next turn. Alright, that's it. Next up, Inira, what would you like to do?
Is this one of the glowy boys, or is he in the crowd?
It is. Rushing
Okay.
forward towards you frantically, looking like he's going to try to stab
Okay.
you.
So kind of retroactively, can I use my reaction for him moving within 10 feet of me, or starting its turn there for
You
Halo's
gotta
Force?
use the reaction like when they enter the space.
Okay.
I mean, you're
Well-
at the start of your turn now, so.
Never mind, because it's only 2d4. I'm gonna ignore that then. I'm gonna take out my quarterstaff, shillelagh,
Alright.
and just pop him in the face.
Sounds good. 15. Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
What do I roll damage?
You just click on
1d8.
that. Just click on the quarterstaff.
See, I did that, and it does that. But that's the roll.
Yeah, you click on the name in the chat window.
Oh, gotcha.
There you go. Yeah, 7's enough to put him down. As you swing across and just club this person with your magical quarterstaff on the side of the head, you feel the skull crack open. And as the person falls, laying on the ground, bleeding out, you see brains and bits of, eye and stuff kind of smeared on the side of your quarterstaff.
And
Gross.
here, can I don't know what, is the chain gone?
From that one, yeah, the chain shattered and fell away.
So, can I use my reaction, since I didn't with Halo Spores, to animate it and see what happens?
Yes, class ability. Guys in the 10 feet. Yeah, you can use your reaction to animate it. Yep. Use the zombie stats.
So now-
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes up alive
Just as
under your
another
control.
And it kind of looks like one of the clickers from Last of Us, like with the cordyceps out of the eye
Okay.
as it's standing.
Okay, cool. All right. Nice. Anything else you want to do? Anyone else?
That's my turn.
Okay, at the end of your turn, Corzin's going to cast another spell. Why did it make my window so little? Because you all haven't really struck him much. I gotta reopen Corzin's window here. Give me a sec. I don't know why it's doing it so teeny. Okay. Right. Let's see. He's just gonna cast a nice old, feeling the pain from that, he's gonna cast a nice little Chaos Bolt.
Chaos Bolt.
at Enira. Does a 29 hit?
It does.
Okay.
Word.
You take 6 and a 3. He's going to go ahead and give you some more fire damage because that seemed to work out pretty well for him. So you take, as this undulating bolt of sort of blackish chaotic energy arcs over, kind of zipping through the chairs and zigzagging around and finally slams into you, you take 12 points of fire damage.
I thought you were about to hit me with like, you take 60-something points of.
No, just a chaos bolt. It's a level 1 spell.
Okay.
All right, and that's the end of his legendary action. It's now Corzin's turn. He's very triumphantly going to stand up, and you watch as he kind of looks around the room very confidently before setting his gaze towards you all and says, "Well, let's bring the whole house down." And he reaches his arms out towards the large support pillars holding the roof up. Arcane energy weaves its way around his arms, down through the floor below, and up again onto the pillars. And Corzin pulls, his muscles flexing and pulling before you hear a crack, then a low rumble as the ground beneath your feet begins to shake. What little light there was is snuffed out. Everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
What about Kanan?
Kanan automatically succeeds, as you are locked in a space.
Okay.
So you just
I'm just dying.
go down.
Oh, baby.
All right.
Good night.
It's not too much, but I do have to change maps. Yeah, I made 2 maps.
Absolute madman.
So go ahead
yeah,
and place yourselves where you would like to be,
How do I know where I'd like to be?
where you were before. Sorry.
Xeris is like roughly over
Kanan
here.
would be right here.
I'm trying to get oriented to where I was.
Over there. Okay, so will you roll for Varus?
Oh yeah. Sorry, Varus. Dex save.
You're gonna see Hush.
Nice. All right. So everyone who rolled under a 16 fails. So
Everyone but Varus.
everyone but Varus. So the floor below drops away from under you, and you feel yourselves falling. Oh, that's a weird one to have play twice. The floor, yeah, and huge chunks of concrete, steel, and glass rain down everywhere. Piles of rubble lie all along the outer edges of the staging area. Okay, just making sure of something here.
You're gonna see Hush.
The stage has somehow remained intact, and now you all sit in the ruined remains of the center area where you still face off against Corzin Fatedraw. In the center of this space, you see a strangely undisturbed circle of runes, gently glowing red, surrounding a large egg-shaped object with reddish-orange coloration. The object seems to be made up of many long bands all pulled together and tucked up to make the roughly egg shape it is currently in. That is it for Corzin's turn. He, by the way, I'm not going to move a bunch of tokens around to be dead bodies. A good 30 to 40 people lie dead along these ruins everywhere, including his followers, like the fanatical followers. For those who failed, it's 11 points of falling damage, bludgeoning damage as you fall. Hit the ground, kind of ricochet off. But that's it for Corzin's turn. Next up is... Yeah, he's just going to kill a bunch of people. Next up is Harriet. Whoever's next. Harriet.
Well, now I
Prone.
can't see anything, so I guess I'll just get up. And then the only thing I can see is this red egg thing.
Yeah.
So, is it like... Would she have any knowledge of what that is, or...
You can make a general intelligence check if you'd like to.
Sure.
Kanan is also slightly or not Kanan, sorry. Corzin is slightly glowing as well,
Okay.
so let me put that on him.
Betty
Oh.
is
He's
having
on
a
fire.
grand old time.
A 21, yeah. So you recognize the runes, although you don't know what they say, but you recognize the runes to be very similar to some other runes you found in the midst surrounding a large vase or jar that contained Apollodux, a piece of Apollodux. But as far as what they say, you have no idea.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna open that for now. And I guess since Corzin's glowing, I can actually try and hit him.
Yeah. I mean, he's got like,
No,
you
it's
see
dark
it's just like
for-
bits of flame and stuff kind of arcing up around
Okay.
him.
Boom. Yeah, let's see. How far is he away from me now? I just measured it. That's 70 feet. I got up, so that's half my movement. So I'm gonna walk a little bit. And bum, bum, bum. I'm just gonna cast some Scorching Rays at our favorite man.
All right, go ahead and make your attack rolls. Give me a second to check that here.
Oh, I just came out to see him.
Hey, nice. Yeah, all 3 of those hit.
He's a 21, so.
Yeah, 23, 27, and 28. Nice, all of those hit. So it's 8 plus.
Yeah, she just kind of has her quarterstaff up, like,
Nice.
you know?
Yeah, as the fire slams into him and kind of burns away pieces, he seems very bothered that he's affected by fire, but he's still affected by fire nonetheless. All right. At the end of your turn... No, he's not going to do that, because he's hurt. So, next up is Varus. What would you like to do?
Yes, as Varish.
Oh, he needs to make a Constitution saving throw, though.
Oh.
3 of them.
Oh wait, that's
See
Kanan.
that?
Ah, ignore that roll. There's
okay.
one.
No, not you. Not Kanan.
Corzin, because I just hit
It's
him
all
3
gonna
times,
say
so.
Kanan. The first one is Kanan. The second 2 are Varus.
You don't need to make
Varus
a
isn't making them.
Corzin.
It's Corzin who's making
Corzin's
the
making
saves.
the con saves.
Oh.
'Cause I just hit him 3 times.
Yeah,
Well-
which he rolled a nice fat 5 on the first one. So, Kanan, your prison fades away.
That's right, punk.
Oh, I thought you were saying. Okay, I'm here.
You are here, you're back.
Varus.
Queen.
Constitution save. Yes.
Corzin had to make it, yeah. So now it's Varus' turn.
Okay. Yes. In that case, he is right within range of being called a dickhead. I
Okay.
think. Yes. It's gonna be like, hey Corzin! I can't.
Just do it.
A
Hey,
British
Corzin!
accent. If I were British. Hey Corzin! You dickhead! And
When did Jevin get here?
is gonna cast Hex. And there's a dickhead on it.
Okay, what does he have disadvantage on?
On Constitution.
Constitution checks.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Will that
Great.
also affect his saving throws?
Nope.
Okay, well, not that strength would make a difference. Constitution.
Okay.
Yes. And then he's gonna walk up to him, and can he stab him, or is that...
Hex is a bonus action, so he still has can make an attack, yeah.
Okay. Yes, he will stab him. Twice. Does this give him advantage? Oh my gosh. Flipping between all of these. Does Hex give him advantage?
No, it just gives him extra damage.
Okay, I think
So
my
it should be
headphones
a
turned off.
there should be a checkbox on his main character sheet
Okay.
that allows you to add hex damage.
Oh yeah, my headphones turned off, so I can't hear anyone else.
No one else is talking right now.
Yeah, they're just off.
All right, yeah, 27 hits. Sure. It's 8 points of damage.
Don't know where. X.
And 1, okay. So an extra 1 point of damage. 29 hits, yeah.
And then I think that automatically added hex because I had it checked. I don't know how that works.
I'm not sure. Don't know. Go ahead and roll a d6. Alright, there you go. Alright. Anything else Varus would like to do?
I don't think so.
Okay. At the end of his turn, Corzin is going to use a legendary action. And he's going to cause Varus to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alrighty.
How many hit points does Varus have?
65.
It's a good thing.
Can he parry?
No.
No.
But he did succeed on the saving throw.
Okay.
Fortunately, everything behind Varus in a 60-foot cone turns to ash, including the ground underfoot. All of it turns to dust and just flattens. Varus, fortunately, leaps out of the way. I'm going to put him a space to the side
Okay.
to represent that, dodging of that. And you see Corzin just sort of snarl, evidently that taking a fair amount of strength for him to do so. So, nice dodge. Kanan, you're up next.
Does he not take any damage?
No, it's just a dodge.
Oh.
It's a all or nothing kind of deal.
Yeah, well, Kanan's shaking, but she's back, right?
Oh wait, no,
Is
on its
that-
failed save it says that. Yeah, no, he's fine.
Okay. Okay. Varus is fine. Varus still has 65 hit points. Okay. Kanan is not in the spell anymore. So he dropped concentration.
Correct.
Right. Yeah, so she's gonna very shakily just get on her like hands and feet like a feline. Stare at Corzin and with like a nasty snarl. And visibly like in tears and shaken up, just be like, you monster. Do you know what you could have been? Do you know what you even were to me? And then she's gonna run up on him.
Okay.
And hit him twice with the... Do you know what you could have been? The dagger. Do you know what you even were to me? And then she's gonna... I just hear
No one's
them...
talking. You're good.
Okay. I just hear you.
No, we're
guys
muted.
do something. Okay.
Yeah, we're all muted.
I
We're
feel
listening,
so
you're good.
paranoid. There we go.
Okay, fine.
21 hits, you're good.
Woo!
23, yeah.
Sorry, I was eating loudly, so I muted.
Okay. Just gonna spend a key point to stunning strike him on that first one.
Okay. What was your key save DC?
I believe it's 16. Hey, mister, you okay? Come
Gross.
here. He just burned.
Come on, go.
Go lay down.
You're gonna throw up. Do it over there. Lay down.
Oh no!
Don't want him thrown up on the carpet. All right.
So
Let
gross.
me take off the damage here. He does save from your key save,
Yeah, I figured.
so you managed to do strike him though with the dagger 2 times. You get solid hits in.
Yeah, and I'm gonna spend another key point and flurry of blows because she's really
Yeah.
yeah. That makes sense.
Ugh.
She's really
Yeah.
not trying
the last
to hit
one
him
does
with those
hit.
punch- That last one hits?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's getting weak.
His followers are gone.
Yeah.
You have no power
At the end of your turn, at the end of your turn, he's gonna cast another spell. You see him
Yeah.
glare and say, "Well, goodbye, Kanan." And make a
Can
Constitution.
I try and
saving throw.
counterspell?
Yeah, you can.
I finally am close enough.
So counter spells, it just if it's third level, it automatically counters it, right?
Yeah, if it's third or lower, it's already automatic.
Okay. Are you
If
casting
it's
at third
fourth or
level?
higher. Yes, I have to.
Okay. All right. As Corzin kind of gathers energy under his feet to teleport away, Harry, you shout out something cool.
It's just one word, isn't it?
Yeah, whatever you want.
It's the that's my friend, bitch.
And as Corzin steps as if he would teleport, his feet just scrape across the stone floor, and he glares over towards you, Harriet.
She's like pointing she still has her quarterstaff like aimed at him, you know?
Yeah, that's great. Okay. All right, next up, Zarius, what would you like to do?
Ooh. What did you say about this base thing?
Face thing, it's got runes around it. It looks like an egg. It's kind of
Okay.
slightly glowing.
Okay, but it's nothing that looks familiar.
You could make an intelligence check if you want to see if you remember.
Yeah, I will do that. Nope.
It looks,
Cool.
I mean, the
You
whole
kinda-
setup looks a little familiar, but you just can't place where.
Gotcha. He's gonna run towards Corzin then.
All right.
Think that was this space.
Yeah, that's good enough.
And he's not quite close enough to do much yet, so he will try Guiding Bolt. George is pretty sure this doesn't work against Rakshasa, but Zarius doesn't know that. So, send, and that misses anyway.
It's just not gonna work. You release the guiding bolt, and as you shoot, as you fire it, it just arcs up into the ceiling overhead.
Man, I'm really out of practice. That'll be his.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he's going to use another legendary action to get away. Just try to run away again. So, unless anyone has any sort of complaints about that,
Corzin running away.
he's going to try to teleport.
Kanan doesn't want that, but she's
Well-
not in her right mind at the moment.
There's not really anything Kanan can do about it either. Mostly,
Cast
Harry,
Raise
would you like to counterspell? Is what I'm getting at.
So it looks like he's about to.
Do
Like,
the same
I
thing
mean,
you did.
yeah,
You already used your
yeah.
reaction. I'm
I
sorry.
mean,
I forgot.
yeah, that's why I'm not sure because she's already reacted
You
once.
already used your reaction, so you can't use
So-
it. That's my bad.
Yeah,
So,
that was
Varus
my
and
thought, but
Kanan,
you know.
make Constitution saving throws.
There's Kanan. There's Varus.
All right, you both take 21 points of thunder damage.
Ooh, let me just do the math on all of these. Okay. 20. Okay,
You just type minus 21 in the health bar.
really?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'm not about doing math.
That did nothing. What? I just have 65 minus 21 now.
No. You click on your token, and three things will pop up. There's a red circle, a green circle, and a blue
There
circle.
you go.
Oh, so
If you
click on the.
Click on the red circle, and then
Just
type
both.
minus
You,
21.
you already did
Yeah, I
it.
did it for both.
Okay, thank
Yeah, you just click on that one, and then you type minus 21, and then hit enter, and it'll do it.
you. Okay, thank you.
Just thunder rocks the area around you, shaking the ground and the walls, sending more rocks and concrete tumbling down around you. You feel the concussive force of Corzin stepping away thunderously. Maybe using a thunder step of sorts.
Stepping
And
away
appearing.
thunderously.
Appearing on the other side
Don't
next
like
to one
this.
of the mock-ups of the lifelike gigantic warriors that you saw before.
I do not see him.
Well, sucks for you.
He's
That's the end of his legendary action. And Ira, you're up next.
I'm muted, but all I said was yeah.
That's good.
I'm gonna symbiotic entity for my action as a use of my wild shape. So I gain, what level am I again? 9.
9.
How many? 4 times. Okay, I was counting 12. I was like, that seems like too many.
9 times 4, yeah, 36.
But I'm also gonna use my bonus action because this is a spell and not a class ability as symbiotic entity was, and Guardian of Nature for the Great Tree.
Nice, alright.
So I get an additional 10 temporary hit points, and then a bunch of stuff at advantage.
Man, your skin
And
appears
round-
barky.
Hmm?
Your skin appears barky.
Yeah, I look like a tree, and I can see Corzin glowing, right?
A little bit, yeah.
So I'm gonna go the fuck this way. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
I was like, wow, she's about to go face him. Oh.
No. She has nothing to do. She's here because y'all are here. Like,
That's the trend. But you keep saying that, but you haven't left yet. A long
How
time to
can
just
I
find
run?
the mushrooms.
Alright. Is there anything else you want to do?
before I run over, can I, if I were where I was standing, let me get back there. Could Harriet hear me from here?
Oh, yeah.
If I like shout?
Yeah, I mean, she can hear you, no problem, anyway.
Okay. I'm gonna shout to Harriet, is leaving the play? Do we leave? And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Just leave it the plan. Bye.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't think
Leaving the plan, okay.
No.
Okay, next up is Corzin Fatedraw. You see him pull his hands together and kind of swirl them, charging electrical energy, and he builds up this massive ball of electrical energy, and he pushes it out towards the
Oh,
three
boy.
of you. So, Varus, Kanan, and Zarius make dexterity saving throws.
Did you say bar?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Varus, Zarius, and Kanan.
Oh,
I
no.
failed that.
Yeah. Varus, Zarius, and Kanan, sorry.
Dex?
Sorry, Abby just came back. Yeah, dex saving throws.
Okay. Oh, Kanan and the nat 20 is Varus.
Okay, great. You take half damage because Kanan takes
Serious
damage.
Okay, so
Damage.
Varus takes half.
Yeah. So as this chain of lightning arcs
Oh, no.
from one of you to the next, hitting first Kanan, but just glancing off, Kanan masterfully deflecting the whole chain with her dagger, taking no damage.
Which
'cause
direction did this come from?
This direction.
Okay. Oh, he's right there.
Yeah, it's only 90 feet. It arcs to Varus, who managed to take some of the blast and deflect it off to Zarius, who takes the full brunt of it. Zarius, you take 40 points of lightning damage. Varus takes 20 points, and Kanan takes nothing.
Varus takes 20, so I can just do minus 20.
Yep, enter. Boom!
Wow!
You got it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it for his turn. And you see him, he's starting to draw these kind of ragged breaths. You get the sense that being such a magical creature in nature, being cut off from that and expending this much of his usage of magic is rough for him. Anyway, next up, Harriet, what would you like to do?
Oh, buddy. Okay. That was a lot of circles on him. How far are you away? You're at him. Buddy, you keep moving. So, I move. What's that about? One more.
We actually got to switch music, I'm sorry.
You're fine. Good luck to your eardrums. And let's see here. How are we feeling? What kind of damage is that? Yeah, we're gonna try some scorching rays again.
All right, go ahead and make your attack rolls.
Let's see here.
All right, as these arcing rays, these bolts of fire kind of charge and swirl around the room, circling around the lifelike statuette that you saw on the stage before, as they would impact directly into Corzin, he just brushes them off, waves his hand, and they dissipate in front of him. You think such paltry tricks can attack me? At the end of your turn, he's gonna throw something back at you.
Yeah, no, that's his gig.
You see him pull back like he's jabbing a dagger into something and stab forward. And Harriet, you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right, let's see here.
It's a legendary action. All right, yeah.
Lord, no.
You
Good
take
night.
a total of 14 points of psychic damage. As you feel this just spike of pain jab into your brain from nowhere.
A mind spike, perhaps?
That's like a mind spike.
Wow.
You get the sense that
Whoa.
you can kind of feel that Corzin just knows where you are. Like you can't escape his gaze kind of thing.
All right, she'll just
that's-
roar back at him.
Yeah. That's the
Little
end
dragon
of
lore
his legendary
time.
action. Varus, you're up next. Varus is up next.
Yes. He is slower than Kanan is. So he's going to. Don't think he can get that close. And he's gonna. He already called him a dickhead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's gonna Eldritch blast him.
Okay. You don't need to roll.
Okay.
As the Eldritch blasts fly through the air, these purple daggers that Varus likes to throw, again, Corzin just raises his hand and they dissipate before touching him. Next up, Kanan, what would you like to do?
Yeah, so Kanan's gonna feline agility.
Okay.
Gather my thoughts here. He's 80 feet away. So she's just gonna pop right there. And start wailing on him.
Okay.
Just,
Start like Wayland.
I was like, you start wailing on him? Who are you?
Just say, oh gosh, what was the last thing she said?
You know what you could have been.
Yeah, do you know what you were to me? Okay, yeah. Just gonna say, you were a role model to people. You said you were pro veggies and whatnot, and I looked up to you, and now you're nothing because all you can do is fuck with people's minds. And she's gonna hit him while she's saying that with the quarterstaff.
Okay.
Pro veggies. Not the quarterstaff, the dagger.
Okay. Yeah, both hit.
And then spend a key point on one of those to stunning strike.
Okay. All right. He rolled an at 20.
Okay, and then
Sorry.
that's it. She's gonna just stay on him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. At the end of your turn, he's going to use his. Hasn't been his turn yet. His last legendary action. His last one. Kanan make a Constitution saving throw. He says, think of something dramatic here.
Nothing personal, kiddo.
As if I needed to be a role model. I have worshippers, fanatics following me. To the ends of the earth, they'd follow me. Disintegrating to nothing, like the nothing you are. Okay, you failed. You take 31 points of necrotic damage as you feel the life just drain out of you. And you see as he pulls backwards, that necrotic energy sort of drawing into his hand, up his arm, his strange backwards claw. It seems to almost, doesn't quite, but it seems like it refreshes him, even if it's just a mental thing. Zarius, your turn.
Yay. Xeris is going to run 30 feet to here, and then 60 feet away from him, right about here, so that it's 10 feet from Corzin, but not 10 feet from Kanan.
Okay.
He's going to use his one and only 5th level spell to cast Flame Strike.
Nice. All right. If you could put it in the chat, that'd be cool.
I would love to.
I didn't realize you could right-click and do things. So
Yeah.
Of divine fire roar down from the heavens in a location you specify. Okay,
So it's gonna be right-
40. Okay, yeah. Cylinder right there. Okay, got it. You gotta make a dex save. All right. Dexterity saving throw.
Shaving throw.
Well, he's rolling fantastically, so he did save.
Now he takes half of that.
Yeah, so half of 27 is 13.
Yep.
Nice. But I think he might be. Let me check real quick. Because he may be. Okay, never mind. Okay. Never mind.
Never mind.
So 13 points of damage. As this just pillar of fire erupts from the heavens nearby you, Kanan, striking down and causing Corzin to leap out of the way, only slightly to dodge it before stepping back into the space. Because, dramatic. All right. That's it for Zarius. The next up is Anira. What would you like to do?
You're muted again, Sky.
I swore I unmuted. Literally all I said was, I can see Varus, Harriet, Zarius, and slightly Kanan. Let me look at... I have to touch someone for that. Let me... Okay. Can I make, a perception check, see how everyone's looking? Health-wise?
Yeah, go ahead and make a medicine check.
Medicine.
21, yeah. You get the sense that Zarius is looking rough. You can't really make out Kanan from where you are, but Harriet and Varus both are looking hurt, but Zarius is really the one that's looking pretty tore up.
Okay. I'm gonna move 5, 10. Then I'm gonna throw you a Cure Wounds. Zarius.
Ooh.
At 4th level.
Ooh.
Cure Wounds is touch spell.
Yeah, that is correct.
Did it?
Yep.
But it was
Cure Wounds-
distant.
Yep. Healing Word is.
Oh, it's
distant.
healing word is the one I wanted to do then.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll Healing
Yeah.
Word.
I meant to do healing word. Sorry, at 4th
Fine.
level.
All right. Gain that sweet 13 hit points, Zarius.
It's my bonus action, which is great because I still have an action.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's a spell,
Yeah.
but it's fine because I'm just gonna. Do I lose temporary hit points if I wild shape?
I would say no.
My game. I retain alignment, personality, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. I retain all my skill and saving the proficiency of the creature. There's a precision. I assume the beast's hit points and hit dice or return the number of hit points it had before. As a result, excess damage One, can't cast spells.
Yeah, so I would say that you don't get the temporary hit points for your beast form or your wild form, but you don't lose
the one
them
I'm
for
not.
your regular form either. So they're gonna stay on your body. Whenever you switch back to your body, you'll have those temporary hit points again.
Except with symbiotic entity, I lose them when I wild shape. I just read that.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
Then yeah, no, you lose them.
They're gone.
Goodbye.
So are you using that for your action?
No.
Okay.
How much? I moved 10 feet, right?
Yeah, you got about
So I
20
only
feet
have-
of movement left.
Yeah, and it's another spell anyway, so I can't do it. How long would it take to prepare the thing, the yellow thing? The rod?
You don't know. You know you've got to crack it open and drag it in a circle. That's all you know. Once the circle's complete,
And everyone is
yeah,
everyone is spread out across the room, so that's
Right.
not a good. Okay. That's. I'm gonna hold my. I can't really. I'm gonna hold my action for just an attack with my quarterstaff if anything comes near me.
Okay, got it. Sounds good. All right, next up is Corzin, who looks at you all and
buddy.
says, "You all are so weak. This is the best you have. I thought the Cipher would be the death of me. You are nothing." it's
Big
just
words for
gonna-
someone who's orchestrated a whole thing about our lives.
Just gonna cast a little burning hands on Kanan there. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Itch. Ugh.
Unfortunately, that's not high enough.
Yeah, she's
As
down.
Corzin pushes his hands forward, allowing that sheet of flame to arc from between his fingers, it just burns into Kanan and her body falls limp on the ground, smoke curling off of her body. You're not dead, but
She's down.
you gotta think dexterity or death saving throws.
Yep.
Yeah. And then he's gonna take his action or his movement and just walk down this way a little bit, just looking cool. Harriet, you're up next.
She'd like to take out her not a replica gun and aim it at the main man.
All right.
And let me read this real quick. I'm gonna use a grit point to use Deadeye Shot, which gives me advantage
Nice. All right.
with this attack. And one more thing. Let me push that up real quick. Okay. So that. Oof, I needed that advantage.
21 hits, yeah. Nice. Okay, so 18 points of damage. Nice.
And
Zarius has got to make a Constitution saving throw.
yeah, Azarius is always the one that I'm hitting with this. Oh my god.
Okay.
You're just going deaf, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Zarius
Save.
is deef.
What?
Azarius.
As the thunderous crack of this pistol blares out and echoes throughout this small chamber, you see Corzin twist and turn at the impact, and you know you landed a good shot. You see a bit of fire kind of arc and curl up off of his shoulder. That one hurt him. Yeah, that one hurt
And
him.
she's also going to action surge and do it again, not at advantage.
Okay. 13, unfortunately, is not quite enough. Well, you rolled high on that damage, too. Whew.
Yeah, that's okay. I hit something in the back.
yeah.
Some statues somewhere just kind of floated.
Yeah. But yeah, unfortunately, the second one cracks and rings out, and Corzin, very aware of the impact of this gun now, has ducked down and dodges out of the way. running out of stuff.
And Kanan's still over there in the abyss.
All right, you know what? He's gonna. Well, Harry, your nightmares have revealed all I need to tear you down. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Lord. Nope.
All right. He's concentrating. Put that on. Harriet, you take 18 points of psychic damage as you see the phantoms of your wildest nightmares come to life around you and begin to pursue you. You see the visage of Leandrin, but tormented, with his body destroyed, just calling out to you. And with each time his hand reaches out and grasps towards you, claws at your skin, that's where you feel him tearing at your body. That's the damage. You are frightened. You will be frightened. You can say that at the end of every turn you can make a wisdom saving throw. Every time you fail, you take damage. Just so you know.
Okay.
Consider yourself spooky ookied.
Spooky ookie. Oh no. I shouldn't be laughing. It's very serious, but that's really funny.
All right, he's running
Oh my God.
low. Okay, Varus is up
That's
next.
good.
Yes. I didn't know how many times Forrest had been hit, so I did some constitution because I remembered he's concentrating. But he can move 45 feet, which is like here. It was one closer.
It's actually right there.
There? Oh, right there?
Yeah.
He's just barely out of his reach. Being slow sucks.
I can't
Good
run
thing
the
Varus
whole
is the slow
battlefield
one.
on my own in one turn and still attack 4 times? This is nonsense.
Ugh, it sucks being a normie.
Oh, he has Misty Step.
He does. The bonus action, yeah. His last spell slot.
Oh, is Eldritch Blast?
No, but you already cast.
Hex, I did,
Mine.
yeah.
Yeah, Hex.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, his last one he's gonna Misty Step there because I'm Abby and impatient.
Okay. Misty step 1 step forward.
Yeah.
All right.
And then he's gonna stab him twice.
Okay. Make your attack rolls.
Alrighty. And he gets hexed to that. So, bloop, bloop, and then bloop, bloop.
Right. Hex is already added to these ones.
Oh, is it? Okay, ignore those last 2.
All right. Corzan's looking hurt, but still up.
Right?
Next up, and he's going to use. He's really running out. What's he going to do? He's really hurt. Okay. I don't know what he's going to do. Doesn't want to do that. You know, he's just gonna frickin' cast a firebolt at Varus.
Nope.
So that's
Nope,
a 30
he's gonna
to
cry.
hit.
Oh, yeah, you know that hit.
So Varus takes 20 points of fire damage as the firebolt just blasts into the front of his chest, sending sparks and flame sort of breathing up, reflecting off his armor. That's all he's got. Okay, Kanan, go ahead and make a death saving throw. Mark that off as a failure.
Yep.
So Kanan inches closer to death. Darius is up next.
Zarius is going to run 30 feet. I can remember where that square is. I think it was this one.
Yeah.
And cast Healing Word at 4th level on Kanan, and he'll just say, that's a bonus action, so yeah, he'll say, "Come on, Kanan, get up. Can't have you going down just yet." And you will take 16 healing.
Yeah.
Then he's going to run a little bit more as an action and get right here. And just snuggle up to Corwin.
Corwin. Corwin.
16 points of
They're
healing.
gonna be bars.
That's hilarious.
Corwin's Flake Draw.
Okay.
16 points. Did I say that? I'm so brave.
That's pretty. That's the Zarius way.
Okay.
Healing damage.
You all are not looking good either. Corzin, at the end of your turn, Corzin's going to use his legendary action and say, "Well, Zarius, haven't we been here before? Feel the pain."
It might have been. Oh no.
No.
So, make a... Oh, wait. You just have 100 hit points or fewer. You're subject to crippling pain.
Oh, nuts. I've never once had more than 100 hit points.
So, you have disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws, other than Constitution saving throws. If you try to cast a spell, you have to first succeed on a con save, or the casting fails and the spell's wasted.
Fun.
You can make a con save at the end of each of your turns, and on a successful save, the pain ends. You can also... You can't... Your speed can't be higher than 10 feet.
Nice.
So... And Ira, you're up next. What would you like to do?
Okay.
Comic-Con.
So he's on fire, right?
I don't know why I didn't
Who's
think of
on
that till
fire?
now.
Okay. So I want to get 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to get there and cast a tidal wave from here. I'm going to get from here diagonally in a 10-foot that way. So it doesn't hit these two, but it affects Corzin.
It'd be pretty tough to angle it so it doesn't get Varus in that at least. Because they're right on him, so...
I don't... Yeah. Because I was going to do that, then both of you moved over there, and I was like, no!
Yeah, so I would say you gotta choose. Either it's gonna hit Varus or it's gonna hit Zarius.
It'll hit Varus. It'll
Okay.
go.
Oh no.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
your
have Varus roll a dex save.
Lord.
Hey.
And he meets.
I think
So he
that's
takes
good.
half damage. So
Oh,
Varus takes 15
that's
points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright, Varus is down.
Oh, nuts.
Corzin saved, and so also takes that. And is pushed. Or he's not pushed.
No, stay there.
So yeah, this huge tidal wave kind of smashes through, taking a big chunk of the environment, the rubble that has fallen with it, and pushing it down towards you, Harriet, a little bit. Slamming into Varus.
I could care
Varus's
less.
body washes a little bit this way, I'll say, because he's, down. And Corzin manages to brace himself against the tidal wave, but he definitely is feeling it. He looks hurt. Yeah.
That makes all of us.
He's got to make a con save to see if he can keep the scary airy thing going, which he does not.
Ookie.
Oh wait, Varus's Hex is down.
What's
Hex
scary
stays.
thing?
Hex stays?
Even if he's down?
It lasts an hour, I think. I have to look up Hex every time.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a con save thing, concentration thing.
Um.
Yeah, it might be concentration for an hour.
Yeah, it's concentration up to an hour. Okay. I can never remember. Yeah, so Hex is done.
Did you say he's no longer frightened?
Yeah, his thing fell off, so Harriet, you are no longer frightened.
That was the goal.
Good timing. All right. Next is Corzin's turn. Yeah, he's really looking thin here. Okay, but Zarius is taken care of, so he's not
Is
worried
he?
about that. Yeah,
That's what he
he's
wants to
pretty
think.
confident.
That's what he wants to think. He's right.
Okay.
He's right.
Man, this is not looking good for him.
It's not looking good for literally anyone here. We're all about to.
I'm doing fine.
Going through
I have
it.
no idea what you're talking about.
Well, at least I'm not in the spooky ooky plays.
Yeah. No, he's gonna do. Let's see. Sorry, he's got a lot of spells I gotta look through and make sure I'm doing the right thing.
You're fine.
I don't want to just be boring, you know. So what's he gonna do? I think he's just gonna do that. Yeah. Let's see, what's the range on that? Ooh, 120 feet. Nice. Okay. So let me measure that. Yeah, you're well within range of that. And Ira, go ahead and make an intelligence saving throw.
I think, let me check the details of Guardian of Nature real quick.
Okay.
So I might have advantage. Constitution saving throws. Okay, so not an advantage.
20. Unfortunately, not enough. So you take 37 points of psychic damage. And your thoughts. Oh, well, is that enough to put you down? I don't see temporary hit points on the bar there.
Still standing.
Okay. So for the next minute, your thoughts are completely muddled. You can't think straight. Every time that you want to do anything, you need to roll a d6 and subtract the number rolled from all attack rolls and ability checks, as well as Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration.
Ooh.
So, your brain is going crazy.
Feeble mind, or is it?
No, it's synaptic static.
Okay. Just so I can look up the details and have them, so I don't have to keep asking.
Yeah, you're good. Okay. All right, that's it for his turn. Yeah, he's really... Okay, next up is Harriet. What would you like to do?
So I'm no longer frightened, right?
You're not.
I'm here and more traumatized. And
the phantom killer that was chasing you has vanished.
oh, that's great. And now the real killer's right there. So, and Varus is down. I can just barely see him. Let's see. She's gonna do some more firearms.
All right.
And use her last grip point to get advantage again.
Okay. Let's do it.
She just wants to hit that man. Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah. So I just have one question as you're doing this. How do you want to do this?
Oh my god.
Yes!
Yes!
She's gonna, like, I guess, like, seeing Varus on the ground and seeing, all her friends, like, dying, and she just got back from this spooky-ooky place, she just saw Leandrin for the first time in forever, like, snaps back from that, pulls her pistol on him, fires it, and then kisses where the lips are on the pistol,
Okay.
and
Nice.
that's it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. As you fire, the bullet soars through the air and it slams into Corzin's chest, knocks him back against the ground. He falls down on the ground, and you got a solid shot. A kill shot. As you kiss the lips on the pistol, you see the mechanisms within the pistol kind of like lines begin to form within it, and light glows from within. Dim bluish light kind of glows from within, and they sort of expand out, rotate, rearrange themselves a little bit, and slam back together. And something happened with that pistol. So we'll talk about that later. But
Oh, buddy.
yeah. Anyway, so we are out of combat. However, there are things still happening.
Yeah, this orb.
So, yeah, Zarius, you are still, regardless, you are still in pain. It's not concentration, so this just lasts until you save.
Can I make a bunch of con saves then?
Yeah, you can just make a bunch of con saves. And the same for you and Ira,
Varus.
it's a minute. Varus is still down during this, so we'll stay in turn
Zarius-
order.
Yeah.
So, Harriet, you run up to him at the end of your turn order.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all I
next
can
up-
do because I used my action.
Okay, yeah. Next up, Varus, make a death saving throw. Mark
Oh,
that off as
no.
a failure.
Oh,
Kanan, you're up next.
Kana's just gonna kind of like walk by Corzin and be like, "Whoa," and then cure wounds. Varus here,
Okay.
using her last spell slot.
Okay.
Let me just.
We can touch on that because he would have gotten that one.
All right. Oh, I only had 2.
It's still
She's not a
bringing
healer.
back.
She's
Yeah.
a monk.
It's just enough to bring Varus back from death. You all are standing there, and Ira, eventually this fades off for the sake of dramatics.
okay.
And you can rejoin the rest of the group and move you over a little bit. So Corzin is lying there, bleeding, and he looks at you all and smiles before weakly saying, "You've only delayed the inevitable. The shepherd will not be dissuaded, and you cannot kill me. I will come back to take my vengeance. Then, and only then, will I return to my work and see my home safe. Goodbye for now, vagabonds." And with that final breath, Corzin's body falls limp on the ground. After a moment, you notice a slight crackling noise, like embers in a fire, and see small bits of burning ash rising from his corpse. After another moment, his entire body has fallen to dust and ash, and all that remains is a small pile where his body once laid.
Can we go home now?
Your pain's gone.
Oh, he's crying.
Kind of like go to this pile of dust and just kind of like grab some of it
Okay.
in her hands,
Okay.
and just be like, "Well, what are you now, Corzin? Think of the dust you claim us to be." And yeah, she's just gonna sit there looking at his dust for a hot minute.
Okay. As you kind of sift your hand through, you feel something hard and metallic.
Oh?
You find a ring,
Oh!
a lion's head ring.
Oh.
That sounds safe.
Mm-mm.
It looks
This
like
is-
this.
This is his ring?
This is again not art that I made, but
His engagement ring to Kane.
Mm.
Lord, that looks like a really safe,
So,
family-friendly item.
Family friendly.
Kaden's
Put that
just
right
gonna
on.
Pick that
Yeah.
up, kind of like turn it around in her fingers and rub her thumb over the head, you know. Slip it on real quick.
okay.
Oh boy.
And then she's gonna be like, "I don't like this." Take it off and very slowly pull out the box.
As you
and
go
set
to
it in
remove the
box.
item, the ring from your finger, you find that you cannot remove it.
What?
Kaden really has
Oh, no.
Locked onto your finger.
No!
Kaden.
She's not gonna
Kaden.
say anything to the
Kaden.
group. She... Oh.
Kaden.
Or it would be the feline one here.
She's just gonna gonna sit there for a second, just kind of in shock. Like, what the hell have I done?
You feel a presence in your mind, along with a very faint, very weak.
Oh, the queen. Queen!
Oh, she's just not
Well,
gonna say anything.
for the purpose of the narrative, will just trying to dispel magic do anything if it works?
You can try.
Well,
and
we don't
find
know.
out.
You don't know it's on her finger.
No, we
Yeah,
don't
you
know
don't
that
even
she
know if
even.
it's locked
Yeah,
on.
she was just
Okay.
on.
You don't know if she found anything or not. She was just sifting through the ash.
Is
hasn't
she?
said
Are you verbally
anything
reacting
about-
though?
No, she hasn't said anything about it. She's
Okay.
been all quiet.
Yeah, I'm consoling Zarius over here. I have no idea.
Minus
Darius
her
wants to go look
little
at the
thing at the start when she was like, well, look who's dust now.
Yeah.
So, catching your breath after an excruciating battle, and feeling the gratification that comes from enacting a sort of vengeance on a longtime enemy, you take a look around and notice again the egg-shaped object in the center of the room, still gently undulating, and the runes surrounding
Seriously?
it still gently glowing.
To look at egg.
Sure. You also see a massive and imposing statue, not unlike those you saw on the peak of the hill outside of Taco City, where you were attacked by the Watchers. One remains intact on the far side of the room, and on the opposite side you see another that appears as if it has been crushed with time and the collapse of the roof overhead. There is a small spot of script written underneath both of the statues. Would anyone like to read it?
Not Kanan.
What language is it?
If you approach and take a look, it's in Elvish.
I speak Elvish.
Yeah. Do you want to read it?
Yeah.
Okay. The runes on the base, or the text on the base of the two statues, the one pedestal of the statue. Varus can just hang out where he's at. Says, "Beware the shepherd's watchers."
Oh.
Is there anything you all would like to do?
Say what it says, like out loud.
It says, "Beware the shepherd's watchers."
Yeah. Yeah.
What? You said that out loud.
That- Yeah. That's what it says. In Elvish?
Yeah.
Wait.
That was me in character in Elvish.
Kanan's gonna look
That's
at
a
Varus
fiery
and
bitch of
Harry.
an elf, right?
Yeah, that was
Do you-
on the massive, I don't know, sand things we took those jewels out of, wasn't it?
The what you did what with?
Beware the shepherd's watchers. Wasn't that when we found your lady, Zarius?
Yeah, outside. There was something there.
Is this another one? I don't know much about, your deity, but aren't we trying to find more of her? Is this another one?
I don't know. It could be. I'm not feeling pulled to it in the same way I was. Right, Matt?
You don't feel, I mean, at the beginning of the day, you just felt that absence of Apollodux, a kind of suspicious absence, but you did feel a glimmer of hope. And it kind of clicks in your mind that this might be what you were feeling, but you're not quite sure.
This might be something. This over here, and he'll look over this egg thing.
Mm-hmm.
Does he get a sense? Can he look over the runes and make like an Arcana check or something to see if
Yeah.
it's familiar to the vase and the runes that were around that at the big altar thing?
Absolutely.
that
Do
we
you
were
speak
at.
Celestial?
I do indeed.
Okay. The runes are in Celestial. As you approach and begin to read it, I'm going to pull you into Secret Chat.
Oh no. Ah.
Okay. have no idea how this is going to work for the stream as far as secret chat, whether they'll heal all of it or just what we say, whatever. But the runes read, "The Cipher rejects magic for might. Show your fortitude or quickly take flight. Pay the toll if so foolish you are, and free the essence secluded so far." I'll send it to you in a message.
Cool.
And I'll put us back in the thing.
Gosh.
Yeah.
How do I message in things?
In Discord or in Roll20?
I had to remember how to do it.
It's fine.
There you go.
How to send a message.
So,
it almost definitely is another one of Apollodux's prisons, I guess you'd say.
Is that good or bad?
Well, I mean, my goal is to help her be freed of said prisons, so I guess,
and he'll, let's see.
well, these runes here read, "The Cipher rejects magic for might. Show your fortitude or quickly take flight. Pay the toll if foolish you are, and free the essence secluded so far."
After speaking the words aloud, the glowing object
Oh,
in the
no!
center of the runes cracks along each of the different bands and begins to unfold like a flower releasing its petals. Each band unfurling into a number of long tracks, curved in towards the center to work as a sort of funnel. The tips of each petal glint against Harriet's light, and you can see immediately how incredibly sharp they are. The petals all sit at a slight incline, and the object's center remains a solid cylinder, gently glowing with an orange-red color. The object is stunningly beautiful, and it is difficult to ascertain exactly how many petals it has, but if you had to guess, you'd say, I have to do math. I'm sorry. I wrote a formula in, like I'm in Algebra 2. I didn't put a in, so forgive me. I don't know why I did this.
That's really funny. I apologize.
Just a second here.
Soul for Apollo. Oh my god.
I mean, a bunch of pieces. You
So
gotta figure out.
you'd guess.
You're right.
You'd guess there's about 24 of them.
24 of them.
And as you're kind of, you circle the thing reading the runes, the petals sort of gently turn towards you, like they're reaching out to you.
Oh god, I think I know where this is going. Can Xerius first, because he thinks he's about to get himself injured in some way, shape, or form, cast Cure Wounds on himself at 4th level?
Mm-hmm.
Because knowing him, he's gonna need it. So that's 17 hit points. That'll probably come in handy, maybe.
Can I recognize like your wound spell when I see it?
Recognize it well.
Yeah, probably. You notice his wounds seal over.
Yeah.
Can I also throw a healing word at 2nd level, or is that meta?
I mean, why are you doing it?
Because I see him healing himself and I'm panicking.
I mean, I don't know if that is like a thing that would make sense.
Nah,
especially because Varus
it's fine.
is like barely stumbling to life. I just put him over there, by the way, so that the stream camera could see that side of the map. That's all.
And so these petals are like turning towards him.
Kind of just gently, just sort of slowly, gently as you're moving around it, they sort of reach out towards you.
Yeah, he'll reach his hand out and like touch down onto one of them just to see what happens.
Yeah, as you touch down, it snaps up and pricks your finger. And as the drop of blood hits the tip of the petal and begins running down the inside length of it. The petal curls tightly inward, rolling up on itself and condensing tightly against the center cylinder of the object. You take
So-
1 hit point of damage.
Gotcha. He'll reach over and just do it to like 3 more.
Okay. The first 2, you take an additional point of damage. The second one gets greedy and scrapes up the inside of your finger. You take 2 points of damage.
So 4 total.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's 4 petals down.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess he'll just do 4 more.
Okay. With each successive one that you touch with that same bloodied hand, they take more and more. So if you're doing 4 more, I'd say knock off another 8 hit points.
Okay.
Zarius? What's going on over there?
I'm trying to open it.
And any luck? Looks like you're getting
Well,
bloody gnarled there.
Seems there's 24 of these. I've made it through 8.
His hand is shredded, by the way.
Third of the way there.
Is it?
He'll
Is this
reach
an
out and
only
touch the
you
next one.
thing?
Can we help in any way?
And I mean, if you'd like to, but it's likely going to do the same to you.
Is that what's happening to your hand?
Yeah. Yeah, it seems to be taking blood as some kind of key or something, I don't know.
Can I try just poking one and see what happens?
You poking it with your finger?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you reach your finger out and prick the petal. It snaps up and pokes into your finger, drawing a drop of blood before it curls up into the center thing. You take 1 hit point of damage.
So that's 9.
Kanan's gonna look at it, kind of like, huh, odd. And she's gonna run her hand down, like 4 or 5 of them.
Okay.
Oh my god. Kanan!
Kanan!
Okay. All right, hold on. Let me get the calculator real quick.
What is the exponential increase?
You take 15 points of piercing damage as you graze your hand down, and the inside of your paw is just blood. I mean, it's just shredded. You can see bone and muscle sticking through.
She's just gonna, like, pull her hand back and be like, gosh, Forrest. I mean, not Forrest. Serious.
But she knocked out 5 of them, so add that to the number.
Alright, so we're
She's at 1 hit
14.
point, so she's not touching anything else.
Oh my god.
I'm like,
Now can I
you
healing
know,
word Kanan?
That's fine. As a reaction, like,
second
oh,
level.
whoa, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
whoa, buddy. Well,
Zaris
this
will
is-
touch another
Hold
one.
on.
Okay, are you touching it with the same hand or different hand?
No, with his other hand.
Okay, it just takes 1.
One of his hands. Oh! He feels kind of stupid now.
How many are left?
9. If my math is right. We should be at 15.
Yeah, your math is right.
And Harriet will reach out and do 1 or 2.
Okay.
2 of them.
You doing it with 2 different fingers or the same, like 2 different hands or the same?
Yeah, she watched Zarius, you know, she's been seeing the folks.
Okay.
So yeah, she'll do 1 with 1 hand, 1 with another.
Okay, so you mark off 2 hit points and 2 more of the petals curl up.
Can I do 1 more with the same hand and then 2 with my other hand?
Yeah. So mark off 1. Oh, it's 2 plus 3, so 5 hit points total. Yeah, go ahead and mark off 3 more of the petals.
That'll put us at 20. And Zaris will do 2 more with his healthy hand. Healthy in quotation
Alright.
marks hand.
Oh god, are we signing a blood pact?
Sounds great.
Yes.
Alright, so mark off the
Absolutely.
hit points.
What is that, 3?
Yeah, 3.
For 2? Cool.
As the
There's
Any
last
left?
2 dead.
As the
Oh, yeah.
last petal curls inward, you hear a low rumble, like stone on stone, echoes from the left side of the room. and you see the massive stone warrior shuffle off the dust and come to life, large mace and shield at the ready. The soldier begins to step forward, readying its weapon to smite you, and, with a flash of brilliant red-white light, the object in the center of the room shatters, sending bits of debris flying across the room and even bouncing off of you all. The blinding white light that filled the room condenses down to a singular large figure, at least 15 feet tall, with wings extending out easily as far. In an instant, the light flits about the room, and you hear stone grind on stone once more before a large thud that shakes the ground underfoot. And looking over, you see that the Watcher has been severed in several places and lies in pieces on the rough floor. The blinding light circles the room once more before condensing even more and taking a position in front of Xarius. Xarius, after your eyes adjust, you see a tall, strong female figure clad in light, mobile armor, grasping a strangely ethereal, almost red sword in one hand. The figure's eyes burn white with intensity, and you can't look at them for more than a moment without averting your gaze. And even holding that little bit that you did, you can feel some damage being done to your eyes. The figure has adjusted its height to be close enough to yours, and it stands before you, blonde hair tousled and blowing a non-existent wind, with gigantic and white feathered wings extending out to either side for a moment before curling into her back. Seeing you standing there in front of her, the figure reaches forward and places a hand on your shoulder while saying, "Oh, Xarius, my sweet servant, the Cipher has been hard on you. I can see that you're in pain." Real quick, this is what the figure looks like.
Yeah, figure.
This is the first time.
Figure.
Ooh.
Yeah. Woo.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, your deafness, I forgot.
Sorry. It's always Xarius. It's always Xarius.
It's because Harry's like they're like trying to be Harriet's friend, and Harry's like, ears? No.
Okay.
What's your tiefling ears here? Nothing.
Nothing.
The figure closes its eyes, and a subtle, as the figure puts its hand on your shoulder, and a subtle movement of dull light travels from the figure's chest through its arm and into your body, Xarius. You regain all of your hit points and spell slots,
Woo,
and
buddy!
feel incredible, better than you have felt in years. And the figure says, "That should ease the effects of the Cipher. Thank you for freeing me,
Ease.
Xarius. I had feared I would be trapped here for eternity."
Ease, I mean, man, that's like... feel fantastic. How did you get here? Where is here?
I am unsure. I have not yet been rejoined with the rest of my essence. I fear that my knowledge and power is incomplete due to the Cipher. I know of our history, but for the rest of your group, I am sorry I do not know them.
Oh, well, it's the Vagabonds. It's Harriet, Kanan, and Ira and Varus over there.
Hello.
And the figure kind of nods before sheathing the furious sword and says, "I am Apollodux. More precisely, I am Apollodux's fury. That flaming bitch of an elf separated me here with the hopes that, even if I was found, no one would have the vitality to free me."
Well,
And here you are.
here you are.
Here I am. You must have questions.
Are there... Do you know how many more of these there are? Or where they are? Or... I mean... Do you know who Corzin Fatedraw is? It seems to keep popping up around these.
The name is unfamiliar, but I know of the one who put me here, the Shepherd of Fire. She had an associate, some kind of fiend. He went by the name Ados when I knew him.
That's Corzin.
Then it seems I am
Yeah.
appointed.
That would be him. We just fought and slew him here, but he said something about coming back.
You cannot kill him here. He must be
Do you-
killed on his home plane.
Where's that?
The Hells. If you've traveled to the Cipher, you must have access to the Hells. This domain, this plane of existence, has been separated from all magic, partly as a result of the Shepherd's actions. If I am here and Corzin, as you put it, is operating freely in this plane, it seems that she has been more successful than I anticipated. Or I have been gone for much longer than I thought.
How long do you think you've been gone?
At least several hundred years. I was one of the first pieces of Apollodux to be torn away. The Shepherd understood that if I had my fury, I could not be tamed. It was only through subterfuge and betrayal that she was able to tear me apart as she has.
Well, do you know, are you going to be able to get back to yourself from here?
I will. The journey out of the Cipher is incredibly dangerous. I hope that you are prepared. Being as it is, I must leave soon if I am to have the strength to return. But I can answer a few questions before I go if you would like.
He'll sort of turn to the party and be like, well, did any of you have something?
And what sort of questions? Sorry, I don't know much about you.
I am unsure
What
of the
sort of-
state of the world at this point. I have been secluded here. But if you don't have questions, that's perfectly all right.
What do you know of this Shepherd of Fire?
The Shepherd of
And-
Fire was well, I suppose is more appropriate. A very powerful figure. She
He's still
saw.
alive.
I assume so if Corzin is still operating. He, well, convincing and charismatic as he is not personable enough to manage a region as big as the Tara Protectorate or the larger Clendathian Empire. If the
So she's...
If the Shepherd is still around, it's likely that she is operating in secret. You don't win many favors by burning whole villages to the ground, no matter how noble your intentions. Her and my brother Tadriel work together to tear me apart and separate me. She gathered a force quite formidable. There was Ados, Tadriel. She even recruited my parents in the Celestial Plane. So much for family. She also recruited an Archfey, though his name escapes me. If this Shepherd of Fire is around, if she is still in existence, if she's still alive, she will be an incredible foe. One you should take the utmost caution before attacking. Frankly, I think you should avoid her.
And if we have no option?
Then you will die. Until you can become more powerful, you do not stand a chance.
Well, let's hope that she doesn't find us.
If you've killed Corzin Fatedraw, or at least destroyed this incarnation of Ados, and he is forced to return to his home plane. You will certainly have caught the shepherd's attention. Tread carefully.
Thank you.
For you, Zarius, I have a special blessing. I can strengthen you, giving you more power to destroy your foes. Or I can gift you with fortitude to better withstand the assaults of your enemies. Choose now.
Let's go. Being a little better at taking hits wouldn't be bad.
Very well. She puts both hands on your shoulders and grabs tightly, and you feel burning, radiant energy searing into your skin, through your clothing, through your armor. You're definitely going to have scars of her handprints on your shoulders.
Oh, that's kind of metal.
With a
Love
pulse of powerful radiant light searing, and it's blinding to the rest of you. You can't even see between them what's happening. You just see her arms out between them, and Zarius, for a moment, you get a glimpse of Apollodux's true visage. It is indescribable. But you feel yourself more powerful than before as energetic white light pours through your body. You gain a permanent +2 to your constitution. She says, I must depart. I feel his essence approaching. Goodbye, Vagabonds. Goodbye, my Zarius. Seek me out and you will find me. Free me, and I will reward you. And with that, the flash of light that is Apollodux grows and grows until it fills the space before vanishing into nothingness. So, Vagabonds, what would you like to do?
Can we go home now?
Yeah.
We have everything for Balthazar, correct?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
We've got our Red Bulls and
Gun.
Glock
lock
and the record.
and the
Do we have the
record.
record? Yeah.
We have the record.
Yeah, I'll take that gun and ammunition out.
Is that all? Think about it and pull up
That
my
was-
list.
That was the list, yeah. Can we go home?
I don't know if it's home, but it's not here.
Anywhere but here, please.
Okay. I'm gonna step like boop 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 boop, and then pull out the rod and break it over my. Well, actually, first I'm gonna like gesture for everyone to get near me,
Yeah.
just to
We'll
make
drive
sure.
by, so I don't know where he is, but
Just for everyone to
He's
get
here.
near me.
We're holding. Harriet will be like carrying Varus.
Is he still down, or is he just?
no.
He's at
He's
like
at
2
2.
HP.
Okay, he's just weak.
So
All right.
Harriet's carrying that.
Zarius will
tiny
give him
little
a little more. Not that it really matters, but he will.
man.
So I'll
he
take
just
out the
got spell
rod.
back, right?
With everyone, I'll take out the rod, break it over my knee, and just make a circle and hope to go
Oh.
back.
Jeez. Okay. Fair bit more for Varus.
Yeah. 24 hit points.
Lord, Zarius said, "I'm feeling great. I'm alive."
Alright. So, you crack the rod.
Yep.
Okay, so you crack the rod, and the contents inside you see are liquid. It's fairly viscous. It's like oil texture. But you manage to drag it out around the entire group here. And as you complete the circle, this golden light pours up from around where you've drawn the edges. And once it seals on the top, that's where we'll end the session. Because I didn't write that part, so
That's fine.
we frankly got through it quite a bit more than I thought we would.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was great. I had a great time. This is really fun. Yeah,
And we streamed for the first time.
we did.
Yeah, that was fun. I had it running in my second window.
Oh, nice. I was wondering who the 2 viewers it said it was are. One of them was probably me,
One of-
because I hopped on there a couple of times.
One of them's me. I got it muted.
I posted it on my cosplay account, so it was flickering between a couple. So maybe people stop by. I don't know,
Yeah,
but
maybe.
but when we're leading up to things, when we feel a little
Can
more
you-
confident about it, I can post some stuff and things.
Can you
like
post
that.
your Twitch link in the Discord? or wherever you're streaming it.
Yeah, once I figure out how to do that.
I
Like
have
maybe once we end the
Just copy
stream.
your
big
uh,
notes.
profile link, because then I can follow you and get
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
I got it.
Nice.
Yeah.
It took me a little while to find it, but I got
If
it.
you just type in Vagabonds D&D, like DND, it comes up for our stream.
I'll turn off the music.
Are you
here.
still actively streaming?
Yeah, it's still on right now.
Okay, you should turn off the stream.
Oh, should I?
That was crazy.
I mean, unless we want to capture the post.
Capture everybody chit-chatting?
Sure, why
just
not?
Vibing.
Yeah. No, I'll end it
Vibing.
here.
Oh,
But that
it's
was a great
full
session. We
now.
ended a little bit early. So next session, if everybody... Well, I'll end this here. Yeah, this is great. I had a great time. Thanks, anybody who did watch. I don't think anybody did, but if you did,
Love
you
you.
know I'm talking to
Never
you.
say that.
Um,
Rule number 1 of Twitch: never say that.
I don't care.
You never
It doesn't
know.
matter. But, yeah. We'll be back next week. I'm going to end the stream now.
Goodbye.